In your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
You're looking at now, sir. Everything that happens now is happening now.
What happened to then?
We passed then.
When?
Just now. We're at now.
Go back to then.
When?
Now.
Now?
Now.
I can't.
Why?
We missed it.
When?
Just now.
When will then be now?
Soon.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
In a galaxy far away, Naboo was under an attack. And I thought me and Qui-Gon Jinn could talk the Federation into maybe cutting them a little slack. But their response, it didn't thrill us. They locked the doors and tried to kill us. We escaped from that gas, then met Jar Jar and Boss Nass. We took a bongo from the scene and we went to feed to see the Queen. We all wound up on
102.5.
Tatooine. That's where we found this boy. Oh my, this here Anakin guy. Maybe Vader someday later, now he's just a small fry.
May the 4th be with
his mommy goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi.
God.
Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Did you know this junkyard slave is
And good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. He's Maurice. I'm Drew, and we're ready to do this.
Do you see him?
They call it a nerd holiday, and it might be.
Just 9 and she's 14.
I think to a lot of dudes my age, Star Wars conjures up fond memories of our dads taking us to Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back.
And we were broke.
If you're between the ages of, say, I don't know, 50 and 60, chances are very good that in 1976, 77, your pop, before Fandango, before any of those apps that let you buy movie tickets beforehand, your pop probably held your hand and waited online outside a movie theater so that you could see Star Wars. And if you'll remember, I don't know that you could buy tickets ahead of time at all. I think that my dad and I waited through 2 showings so that we could, so it must have been 4 hours so that we could go see Star Wars in the theater pretty much the first week it was out. My dad was a sci-fi kind of guy, being in computers and whatnot, and I was a 7, 8-year-old kid. So, you know, my dad traveled a lot for work and did not, wasn't around a lot. He was always jetting off to Australia, Norway, Atlanta, everywhere so that he could fix Digital Equipment Corporation's software and hardware issues. So a lot of times when my dad was home, he just wanted to relax. But man, I have a handful of really core memories of growing up. And the first 2, Episode 4, A New Hope, and Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, which in my opinion is the best one. Seeing those with my pop. And really, is the theme of the original Star Wars not fatherhood? Anakin Skywalker.
The very first one or the trilogy?
Well, I mean, the whole trilogy, really. Like the Darth Vader, I consider to be the centerpiece, if you will, the showcase, the showpiece of the original trilogy. And that's, I mean, spoiler alert, that's Luke's dad. You know, you don't find out until either Empire or Jedi, but that's Luke's dad that he's got to fight and go against. And I think it was in Return of the Jedi when his mask was off. He's got that pale white face, and he's like, no, go, save yourself. Then you find out that Leia's his sister.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Was it?
Yeah.
After the make-out, finding that out?
Made it even hotter to me. If you'd like to join us by telephone, it's 800-771-1025. 1025. I lost complete interest after the first 3 movies, although my son wasn't into the episodes 1, 2, and 3 as much as he was into the video game Lego Star Wars.
Right.
That took you through 1, 2, and 3. And so because he was so young, he would force me to play those games with him. And man, very humbling moment when your like 6-year-old kid has to tell you how to control everything and what minifigs to find and whatever.
Yeah.
That was, but I mean, my dad has Star Wars memories with me. I've got Star Wars memories with my kid. So it's really a fun, nerdy day to celebrate. May the 4th be with you.
And my kids never took to Star Wars.
Really?
No, not. It wasn't a shareable movie for whatever reason.
Yeah, it resonates with some and it doesn't resonate with others. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and I'm like you. There's 3 movies that exist, and everything outside of it doesn't exist to me.
I did see the episode 3. I remember I saw it on a movie preview in Orlando. They had like free tickets, and I hadn't seen 1 or 2, so I was kind of confused when I saw. I think it was Revenge of the Sith or whatever, and that's the one with Ewan McGregor. Fighting with Anakin, that Hayden Christensen kid. They're fighting over lava or whatever. That one wasn't that bad. And then a couple of the offshoots weren't that bad. I think the Han Solo movie where that kid, Adam Driver.
Come on, man. Where they made Lando gay? Get the hell out of here.
What?
Yeah, not my Lando.
Lando ain't gay?
I know he ain't gay.
Wait, when did they make Lando gay?
And then that Han Solo debacle.
Lando is. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah,
Is Lando
there was
gay?
insinuations and accusations,
Stand
Drew.
by. Based on public, Lando Norris, an F1 driver. What I got to
Is he gay
specify?
too?
Lando Calrissian.
Hold on, Lando Norris is gay too?
No, he's not. Is Lando Calrissian gay? Stand by. According to Solo, a Star Wars story, screenwriter Jonathan Kazan, Lando Calrissian is pansexual.
Yeah, whatever.
Meaning he is attracted to cast iron skillets.
Yeah.
Meaning he's attracted to people regardless of their gender
No.
or gender identity.
He was the original Galaxy ladies man. He wasn't attracted to everybody.
Oh, Donald Glover played him.
Yeah.
Childish Gambino.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Wait, Gambino is Lando?
Yeah.
I'm learning all kinds of stuff on this here program.
That Han Solo movie was a travesty.
Yeah, I agree because my Lando, Billy D. Williams.
Come on, man.
He's a straight-up Colt 45 drinking lady killer.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you,
That's
Drew.
exactly it. He's like, ladies, I'm Lando Calrissian, a.k.a. Billy D. Williams. Hello, good afternoon, happy Monday, and welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who might you be?
What's going on, guys? Ray.
Hi, Ray. What's going on with you?
Not much, man. I've never been a big Star Wars person. I've kind of tuned in here and there if I was passing on TV back in the day, but something that always occurred to me is that I hear that I guess that the series goes backwards, and one of the things I always thought, I'm like, could you imagine being an older gentleman that got into Star Wars and you died and you still don't even know how it ends or begins or however?
Well, I that's a great point. I think it ends with Return of the Jedi because that's episode 6. So they did 4, 5, and 6 first, which when we were kids and watching them, we didn't know we were starting with episode 4. Right. You think you're starting with episode 1. So then, after they finish Return of the Jedi, the Ewoks are all celebrating, those stupid little Ewoks. They're like, and they're all dancing around, and you think, okay, this is a good run. It's over. And then like 20 years later, they go, oh, no, it ain't over. We're going all the way back to when little Anakin was a kid. Like, hey, don't do that. Like, you ruined everything, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Could you imagine being like you thought you had it all figured out, and then like in your 60s you find out that you're probably not going to make it to see the ending, that you may be in there for another series or so, and then it's like, well, I guess bring the news up to heaven with me. I guess how it begins.
Right. You find out on your deathbed, you're like, you mean there's more Star Wars? No. Thank you, buddy. Great call. Thanks for starting off the week in the right way. That is so true. I was a hardcore Star Wars nerd for episodes 4, 5, and 6. I mean, all of the Star Wars figures, all of the vehicles from the land speeder, trash compactor, Millennium Falcon, TIE Fighter, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter.
Damn it, what do they call the Imperial Walkers?
Oh, dude, the Tauntauns.
Yeah, Tauntaun, yeah.
Or AT-ATs or whatever.
Yeah.
They even had books. In fact, after the first Star Wars, there was a book called Splinter of the Mind's Eye.
Yeah.
And I remember reading it thinking, man, they got to make a movie out of this. And they never made a movie out of it. It just went right from Star Wars to Empire Strikes Back, which is so weird.
Don't forget what were they called? Not Lance, but the bikes in the Return.
Oh, yeah, Return of those little light cycles or whatever they were. Oh, so cool. By the way, thank you very much to Sending Show. Thank you to JP. Thank you to Johnny B. and George. And thanks to the Mike Calta Show for getting our broadcast day underway. We appreciate it. If you'd like to watch the show, that's right, I said watch the show like my mom does. Shout out to Ma Dukes. You can go to YouTube and watch us there and interact with all the fine people chatting in there. And now you know how you can watch and listen to the radio. Good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
This is PC Dubs.
What up, dude?
I'm an avid Star Wars nerd myself, and I just wanted to bring up, I'm not sure, but you guys might know, it seems pretty common Star Wars nerd knowledge. The reason that they put 4, 5, and 6 out before 1, 2, and 3 is because I'm brain farting on his name. Mark Hamill the Star Wars guy. He said that the technology we had available at the time was not good enough to make what he envisioned for 1, 2, and 3. So that's why we did 4, 5, and 6 first, because it was supposed to be like after the robots die, or most of them are ended. You know what I mean?
And who said that? Mark Hamill, who plays Luke Skywalker?
No. I'm blanking on the name. I'm sorry. I'm young and...
You're trying to get me with the D's nuts joke. Come on. His name's George Lucas, and you were going to say Lucas D's nuts, okay? Come on, dude. And plus, PC Dubs, the reason is you.
I just want you to know.
The reason is always you. At 5 o'clock today, you might want to be listening to the show. I mean, I always recommend that you listen to the show, but 5 o'clock today, I went before I was gone on Thursday at 6:30. I kind of forced my hand and said I would tell you something at 5 o'clock today, so I have to live up to my own word. It's not awesome.
Something I must live with every day.
Speaking of not awesome, they didn't tell me like what to say and what not to say, and since Sending already talked about it a little bit, just a little cautionary tale. If you show up to my workplace uninvited, saying that you're Jesus Christ with the Bible in your hand, you start calling me on Facebook Messenger and sending me messages saying, you and I need to go save the world. I'm Jesus Christ, and I need you to help me save Tampa Bay and the world. The authorities will get involved 99 times out of 99. Our career is an interesting one because we connect with people. That's what we do. I love it. It's one of the reasons I'm so into what I do for work. I love connecting with people, all kinds of people. Sometimes that connection can get a bit frayed, F-R-A-Y-E-D, frayed. And people seem to think that there is an exaggerated intimacy or relationship between us and you. Well, there isn't. And I'm not going to get into who the dude was, what he did on our show, etc. It's a guy I was familiar with. I guess from what I've learned, a guy that a bunch of people in this building are familiar with. I hope he can get well. I truly hope that this dude can get the help he clearly needs. But waking up yesterday to missed, by the way, one of the biggest red flags for me that will get you blocked on social media immediately is if you try to call on Facebook or Instagram. I thought I had that feature blocked. I think I do on Facebook, but maybe not on it. I don't know. Because I don't know if this happened to you, Mo. You look down and your phone is ringing.
Yes.
And it says messenger audio. And you're like, what's going on here? Messenger audio.
Yeah.
And it's always some wackadoo.
That is a call I will never answer in a million years.
Never answer, always block. Never answer and always block. So I woke up yesterday to a couple of missed calls. And I was planning on doing radio yesterday. I did with the Mike O radio show at the Benchmark International Arena with Corey Cardinal and Mike Olivero. We had a blast. I felt like we had a really, really fun broadcast. But before that, I had not planned on being up at this building. And I got a message that said, "You here?" from this dude after a couple of missed messenger calls. "You here?" I'm like, "You here? Wait, am I supposed to meet somebody for breakfast? Did I forget something? What does that even mean? Are you here?" And so I was like, I just ignored it. And then, "You here yet?" 8:36 a.m. 8:53 a.m. "Stop being afraid. You receive my messages. It's time that you and me fix the S that's all around us. I've driven back and forth over the bay all night, and this place is an S pile. My ancestors pioneered this land for togetherness with everyone. You don't read about Tampa in most history books because it was a beautiful place that everyone shared. Now everyone just wants their little piece and then build their walls." So far, not that inaccurate. Pretty solid observations. No red flags in a normal Facebook message like that. The earth is crumbly. If you don't believe me, look at the events of the past few days around here. Fort DeSoto, USF Marine Lab. Now that there's something to that. You know what I mean? Like this area, you got dead bodies off the Howard Franklin.
Yeah.
Dead bodies in the mangroves.
Mm-hmm.
You got that tragedy at USF, the Marine Lab in St. Petersburg, with a hell of a fire that destroyed all kinds of research and hopefully not marine animals, but an insane fire down there. So
an unfolding tragedy in Plant City, a mother, 2 kids. I want to see the grandmother as well.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So, there's something going on, but I don't know that this dude is the guy to solve it, because here's where it gets great. I'm also working on getting Ian here, so let's all shock the world, meaning Beckles. Like, he's up here at our building messaging me this.
Well, if Ian signed off on it, then it's
really hard to get that guy. So, if you could get the elusive Ian Beckles, just sign me right on up. You always pride yourself in the best interview. I don't. I don't pride myself. Pride goeth before a fall. I enjoy conversing with people. I don't know if I pride myself in the best interview. Here it comes. You ready? How about an exclusive with Jesus Christ, the Almighty? You don't have a hair on your ass if you don't. Now, would Jesus speak in such a way? Now, I'm not 1,000% sure this guy isn't Jesus at this point in time, so I'm trying to be polite. Just look up war in Iraq and liberation of Israel. It's time. So I said, in my most diplomatic way possible, what in the world are you talking about? What in the world is very diplomatic. I wanted to say what in the blank.
Yeah.
I said what in the world. And then he said, this is going to F you up. I'm Jesus. I'm allowed to cuss. I can prove it. And I need a worldwide platform. And I'm giving you the opportunity to be the most famous DJ in the world. Well, that's where a red flag went off, because Jesus would know that I am a talk show host, not a disc jockey. Jesus would know that. And he said, what in the world do you possibly have to lose?
So right now, the most egregious thing that he has stated is that you're a DJ, not an on-air personality.
That is by far the most unsavory and unsettling part of this man's messages to me.
Gotcha.
That he would conflate, to use a Moism, that he would conflate this position where we talk for 50 minutes, an hour, to a DJ who talks 5 minutes an hour in between Maroon 5 records.
How dare you.
Exactly. So that's where I knew this ain't no Messiah. This ain't no walking on water.
That tipped you off.
So to be polite, I said, I'm good. Thanks. I have a busy day, but good luck and be well.
Sounds good.
I'm warning you, man. I am not crazy, messing around, or at all not serious, but something serious can happen, and you can stop it. At least help me stop it. Now, if Jesus should need my help for something, I'm there. I may not be a card-carrying member of the Christian faith, but be rest assured, Son of God, Savior, JC, you need me, I'm on your team. I'm helping out however I can. However, the fact that this man thought I was a DJ told me this man ain't no Jesus. So I said, like I said, I have a busy day, but I appreciate the message. If you feel like you need help, please contact someone who knows you or the authorities. And that's when he said, my name is blank. Read blank and see what blank said. I tried. Man, you really let me down. I will tell you, there are few feelings more empty than feeling like you let the Messiah down. You know, I don't want to disappoint anybody in this world, although I did disappoint my parents for decades and every guidance counselor that has ever tried to guide me. I've disappointed them for certain. I don't want to disappoint Jesus. So I felt like I should apologize and explain. So I said, sorry, just have a lot going on with my son leaving for Washington State today. Peace and love. Thinking that would bring him back. All this guy had to do was walk away from the discussion right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have escalated it. There was nothing there yet because I hadn't figured out that he was up here in front of our building yet until he sent me a photograph, Maurice, of himself holding a Bible in front of our building.
Oh, man.
So when you do that, then I got a friggin' call. Corporate security.
Yeah.
I got to get my boss involved. They got to get St. Pete Police Department involved. Then Isaiah has to get involved because he's running the board here.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't go out of your way to make us escalate things. But that's exactly what he did. Cops got involved. Corporate security got involved. Everybody who knows the guy is like, he's harmless. Okay, he's harmless to you. 800-771-1025. What a moment. And if I just may, both of my friggin' sports teams, both of my favorite sports teams, I have two, not three or four. I have two teams for which I root from the beginning of the preseason until the season is over. The Orlando Magic in basketball, the Tampa Bay Lightning in hockey. Well, it just so happened that they somehow paired up their schedules around game 5 or 6, and they were playing their playoff games on the same days. Friday night, probably the worst thing that has happened to me in sports since Bill Buckner let a ground ball go between his legs in the 1986 World Series against the New York Mets, allowing, I believe, Mookie Wilson to score a tying run and the Mets to beat my Boston Red Sox because my Orlando Magic choked away a 24-point lead in the first half and let the Detroit Pistons come back and win. Insane. They are out of the playoffs after losing Game 7 yesterday. Our Tampa Bay Lightning are out of playoffs. I have nothing to watch. So at 6:30 today, I'm going to solicit a little help. I need new shows. Hello there. Who are you?
The 1986 against the New
York.
Hi, could you just do me a solid and turn down the radio if you don't mind, my good man?
Yes, sorry. I'm
Thank
so
you.
sorry.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. It happens.
I just want to ask, during Hurricane Milton, I believe, were you on the show talking, and someone was trying to get you to say a D's Nuts joke?
What happened?
Were you on the show during the Hurricane Milton?
Probably. I mean, chances are good that if there's been a hurricane here in the last 15 years and the Bone has been on the air for something, chances are really good that I was here broadcasting. Yes. Why?
Okay. I just want to say I had an epiphany because the last guy who called you, I heard something about a D's Nuts joke. And I heard something like that during that, and I thought it was the same show. I haven't listened to you since then. I had like a portable radio. I didn't know what channel it was on. I just flipped to a random one and started listening.
Oh.
So I had like an epiphany, wondering if that was like the same thing.
Yeah, probably. I will say, chances are even better that if you heard a D's nuts joke during hurricane commentary, chances are dead, dead even there that it was me. So yeah, I would say probably me attempting to bring a little levity to a bad situation. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Thank you. I heard that and I was like, this sounds like something I heard while listening to the radio during the hurricane. So I just want to ask if that's part of the case.
Probably me, sir. Yes, sir. I apologize if it offended you, but if it did not, then I'm delighted that you enjoyed it.
No, it didn't.
Oh,
no,
good.
Thank you.
Good. You're welcome. Thank you. I hope we don't get any hurricanes this year, but if we do, you can rest assured that Drew Garabo Live and the rest of this radio station will be alive as much as possible, telling you what's going on, my good man.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Thanks for the call. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Hello there. Drew Garabo Live. How may I be of service to you today?
Hey, what's up, Drew?
Hi.
Tampa and Orlando, like the Florida teams, they're not the only ones going through it because the Flyers and Sixers,
F the Flyers.
they're playing at the same time and same day every single night. And when they both lose, it is a horrible, horrible feeling.
It makes me want to try baseball again, my good man. Otherwise, I have no sports to watch until September or so. Every so often, I try to get into baseball. I want to love the Rays. They are right here in Tampa Bay. I feel like I should support our local teams. You know, I met that Brett Phillips character at the Mike Allstott Outdoor Weekend. He was a super nice guy. We exchanged numbers. We've texted a couple of times. I want to like baseball again. Baseball is very boring. Baseball has a terminally boring problem. If you have a 1-0 game in hockey, at least it was a very exciting game. Man, that overtime game the other night was one of the best hockey games I've ever seen in my life, and it was a 1-goal game. Baseball, a 1-0 pitcher's duel? No, thank you. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello, Mr. Drew. This is Jesus. I think you're confused. I mow your lawn and you...
That's a good one. No one's made that joke yet. Well done. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hi, Drew. Hi.
Maurice. His name's Maurice.
Thank you.
Hi, Mo. Hey, I got something for you to watch in your stead. It's a movie called Play Misty for Me.
With Clint Eastwood?
Yes, it's about a radio host that's stalked by an obsessed listener.
If you weren't in an old, feeble, out of touch, no offense, senior citizen, you would have made a more modern reference like Talk Radio by Oliver Stone, but you're an old fart who's going to make a reference that nobody understands. You feeble-minded, shuffleboard-playing loser idiot you.
I'll call back with that suggestion then. Thank you.
No, don't call back with it. I just spoon-fed it to you, old man. Even Talk Radio by Eric Bogosian, most people will be like, what are you talking about? That's an old movie. Did you see that Mel Gibson movie that he did where he was a talk show? He was a shock jock?
No, I wanted to. I mean, I've seen a lot of crappy Mel Gibson stuff. But
there is no Mel Gibson movie crappier than Over the Air or whatever it was called, where he's like a shock radio guy and his producer plays a prank on him. Like, radio movies always make me laugh.
It was on my radar, and for some reason I forgot about it. Now I'm going to go and watch it.
Don't. It's a waste of an hour and a half of your life.
By the way, are you watching? Because I finished one series, and now I'm watching, while I finish up The Pit, My Friends and Neighbors. You watch that? Or no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
Season 1. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I'm a couple episodes in and I'm loving it.
Oh, it's great.
Yes.
Oh, dude. John Hamm is so good.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a really cool concept. Like the way he loses his job and
everything.
Starts breaking into all of his friends' houses.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, me too. The season 2 just came back.
Okay.
And I haven't seen any of it yet. I watched over the weekend. We watched a couple of movies and a couple of shows. We watched Apex. Charlize Theron.
What? No, the plane crash one with they're fighting each other?
No, she's an adventurer, and some dude's hunting her.
Oh, well.
It's terrible. Begonia was good.
Begonia.
Begonia, like B-U-G. It's got that Emma Stone lady. They think she's an alien. She's a CEO of a pharmaceutical company, so they kidnap her.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
It was not horrible. And then I watched Marty Supreme. Talk about a waste of 2.5 hours.
Marty Supreme.
That Chalamet kid.
Oh, that's the checkers movie.
No, ping pong.
No, man. You're going into a movie about ping pong.
I know.
What did you
I thought they could make it entertaining.
Ping pong?
God, it wasn't terrible, but it also was not good. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
I'm going to watch Apex.
Hello, my first time to call and actually to listen, and I'm calling you from Fort Myers. I wanted to call about the lightning. Certainly disheartening. One thing I'd like to point out is I can some ways understand how they had so many of those frogs in the stands because they'll be happy to come down here and pay money.
You know they're
the
from Canada,
to leave from Florida and go to Montreal.
Sir, they're not frogs. Frog is a pejorative used by closed-minded bigots like yourself to describe French people. These are French Canadians, therefore not frogs. They are Canucks.
Okay. Do you understand where that came from, by the way? Because that's what the Brits used to refer to them. Because when Paris was first...
Shut up.
I wanted to hear the story, Drew.
Shut up.
You cut him off when Paris was what? Now I'll never know when Paris was.
Nobody cared when Paris was nutting. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Augustus Glue?
Thank you.
Pay
Hello.
me, please.
Oh, what?
Mr. Drew, I need you to pay me, please. I'm up.
Well, we're off and running on this.
Thank that one guy for a great Monday starter call, and they've been crap ever since.
I sometimes am of the frame of mind that people who get unreasonably upset over a celebrity's death when they didn't know that person need a little reality check. And then other times it's an anniversary of the death of someone who meant a lot to you, and you realize whether it's one-sided or not, we bond with the people that we're into. And unfortunately, today is a very, very sad anniversary. The celebrity's death that affected me the most in my entire life.
You're listening to Drew Garabo Live on 102.5 The Bone. The Drew Garabo Live featured cut of the day on the 102.5 The Bone app. Sponsored by Stingray Chevrolet. 102.5 The Bone. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In St. Pete, 2 separate wrecks are being reported along southbound I-275 at Gandy, one of which is blocking the 2 left lanes. In Tampa, the 2 right lanes have been blocked northbound along I-275 and I-4, and a crash westbound on I-4 past the Selma Connector as the 2 right lanes blocked as well. This is Jim with traffic. If your floors are due for an upgrade, Bob's Carpet and Flooring has you covered. The May Pergo sale is on. Grab select colors for just $3.95 a square foot. And if you want more than Pergo, they've got carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, and tile. Visit one of our 17 locations or go to bobscarpetandflooring.com today.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
When you order windows or doors from WeatherTight, you pay no money down and no interest, and you get a $100 rebate for every window and $200 rebate for every door panel. With interest rates climbing, the savings really comes in handy. Times are tough, but WeatherTight Mike is making it a little easier to get beautiful new windows and doors at an affordable price.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 5.99% APR 6.02% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. 107.3 The Eagle presents the Florida Rock Symphony Summer Concert Series at Ruth Eckerd Hall. 3 nights, 3 iconic artists featuring a rock orchestra. You don't want to miss the music of Led Zeppelin, Saturday, June 27th, and the music of Journey, Friday, July 17th. Both featuring American Idol finalist Konstantin Maroulis. Plus the music of David Bowie, Friday, August 7th. Buy all 3 starting at $99. Tickets on sale Friday. Visit RuthEckerdHall.com.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
O'Reilly.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Adam Ray makes a stop at the Hard Rock Event Center at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino on July 26th. His appearance as Joe Biden on Kill Tony amassed over 30 million views and remains one of the most popular in the show's history. Catch Adam Ray at his Who Is Me tour July 26th at the Hard Rock Event Center.
Being in a crash? Don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Maybe a stray shower or storm early tonight. Otherwise, mostly clear and mild. Lows will bottom out in the mid-60s. Coming up on Tuesday, lots of sunshine and a hot day. Most people will see highs up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
It's a musical masterpiece. Hear what I'm dealing with, and that's cool at least. What's running through my mind comes through in my walk. 2 feelings are shown from the way that I talk.
In July of 2009, Adam Yauch of the Beastie Boys announced he was diagnosed with a cancerous tumor in his parotid gland, a salivary gland, and a nearby lymph node, describing the cancer as very treatable, saying it was localized and it would not affect his voice, though it required surgery and radiation. I'll give you the rest of that story in a moment. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew and Mo. How you guys doing today?
What's up, bud? How are you?
The reason
Good. The reason I'm calling, I hear you guys talk about this doctor you saw for the ketamine treatment. I couldn't quite get his name. I wanted to, wanted to see what the place you guys went to, the name or the doctor.
Sure, yeah, I'm happy to help out. Dr. Brent Agin, A-G-I-N, and he's with Priority UYOUMD.com. And if you...
you said A-G-I-N?
Yes, sir. Dr. Brent Agin. And he's amazing. I've done 5 or 6 of them myself. Sending's done more than that. And, dude, if you've got... It was designed to help people fight suicidal ideation. People with severe mental illness can do ketamine treatment, and it'll help them kind of unravel what's going on in their head a little bit. For me, I thank God I do not have suicidal ideation, but... a lot of people struggle with stuff, and I'm no different. So it's really helped me.
Just trying to clear the slate out.
Yeah, like it's called neuroplasticity. It really it helps you develop a new way of thinking. And the guy is amazing, dude. I can't preach about it enough. His entire staff, Jamie, Deb, all of them. It's right in Clearwater, across from the mall. You'll do an hour-long treatment. You'll feel great. Can't drive for like 2 hours afterwards, so you walk over to Greek City, get a nice power bowl with a little gyro in it, and boom, you're good to go. Give it a shot. Tell them John and I sent you, and they'll treat you great, man.
In the name of the place again, not the doctor. I got the doctor.
Priority UYOUMD.com.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, my pleasure. So, the Beastie Boys did a video on July 20th, where they made the announcement that Adam Yauch, founding member of Beastie Boys, the heart and soul behind my favorite band, the man who directed many of their videos, who had the idea for a lot of their videos, every cool concept the Beastie Boys had, which is many, he came up with. And back in 2009... Back in 2009, he and Adam Horovitz sat down in a studio and rocked my world.
It's not funny. It's dead serious. So the reason that we're here talking is because I have some pretty heavy news, I guess, to say. Unfortunately, we're going to have to cancel a bunch of our shows coming up and actually push back our record release. Because recently, about 2 months ago, I started feeling this little like lump in my throat, like you would feel if you have like swollen glands or something like that, like you'd feel if you have a cold. And so I didn't really think it was anything, but then just recently when we were over in Europe doing promotion, I started to think I should talk to my doctor, and so I called my doctor and saw him when I got back. This was about 2 weeks ago, and he sent me to a specialist, and they did tests, and I actually have a form of cancer in the gland that's over here, and it's actually it's in a gland called the parotid gland, and it's also in a lymph node right in that area. So I'm actually going to have surgery probably next week coming up, and
I was a wreck. They've been my favorite band ever since I saw them open up for Madonna on the Like a Virgin tour. Something about them just resonated with me. Yauch was very optimistic about a full recovery.
Yeah, I mean, and that he's so matter-of-fact about it.
Yep. And he did treatment for 3 years. And on May 4th, today, in 2012, at age 47, we lost a visionary. We lost an absolute musical legend, a man who I was very lucky to have about a half-hour phone conversation with when I was on O-Rock in Orlando. My favorite Beastie Boy, the thinking man's Beastie Boy.
He was real charitable and a lot about the environment, right? He donated and helped a lot of causes, correct?
He started the Milarepa Foundation, which is to free Tibet. He brought over Tibetan monks. He met the Dalai Lama, real big Buddhist. So much of a Buddhist that he famously would not allow his friends to bring food into his apartment because he didn't want bugs being attracted because he doesn't kill bugs. So he wouldn't let anybody bring in food so that if they left like a little Chinese food in there or something, the bugs would come along and go, and then he doesn't want to kill bugs. It was just such a beautiful, beautiful man. And that was by far and away the biggest showbiz death that affected my life. And I still can't believe that there's no more Beastie Boys. I know Mike D is doing some gigs with his son, which is super cool. I went up to New York to King's Theater in Brooklyn when Beastie Boys wrote a book called Beastie Boys Book. Very clever title. They're as good at naming things as I am, Drew Garabo Live. And Swig was up there. I went to stay with my high school friend, Jen. And to see, because Swig's a huge Beasties guy too.
Yeah.
To see the surviving two Beastie Boys crying on stage, talking about making music with their friend and how they can't do that anymore. It was like such an emotional moment when we realized Beastie Boys are just done. This band that's given me so many of my favorite songs will never do it again, and it's because of this awful G-damn disease. Drew Garabo Live, hello.
Hey, Drew, it's Tony.
Hey, what up, dude?
Hey, I want to throw about the Lightning for a little bit if I can. I know you.
Yeah, by all means, sure.
As a big fan of the team, like I have nothing to hang my head on this season. Like a lot of the fan groups are screaming, blow it up, rebuild it. But dude, we played a young, hungry team. We did everything we could, and we still hung in there. And just no pug. I mean, did you see the stick that stopped a crucial icing call? Hit a broken stick. I mean, just you can't wait.
Crazy.
So
many weird things happen one way that could have happened the other way, right, Tony?
Right, and just being a part of some of these fan groups on Facebook it's kind of like the Bone Facebook pages. It is like just calling for Cooper's job but one thing is the Hedman situation. They're all saying, what's going on with Hedman? We should pride ourselves that we don't know what's going on with Hedman because he asked for privacy. If you're in our Toronto market, they pry and they'll get insider leaks. We haven't leaked that. He asked for privacy. We gave him that. And let's keep giving him that until he's ready to tell the story himself. And I'm proud of the Tampa fan base and the media for doing that.
Same. And I think you have the healthiest reaction of Lightning fans. And so do I. Usually, look, with my Magic, blow the team up. Thank God they fired the coach today. I can't believe that they extended the vice president of basketball operations during the season because that guy, Jeff Weltman, is an A1 first-class clown. You could put me in that job, and I could put a better team together than that ass clown has put together. But they extended him for some bizarre reason. They got a terrible team. They are dysfunctional as hell. That's the Magic I'm speaking of. The Lightning, they just got outplayed by a younger team that got a couple of different bounces. We don't need to blow anything up. Should we look at maybe a Braden Point? Sure. Do you look at a Kucherov? Good God, no. Okay, so he only scored a couple of goals in the playoffs. Look how many assists he has. He is the best player on the ice more often than not. Celebrate Andrei Vasilevsky. Celebrate John Cooper. It is a season to be proud of, even though it ended a lot sooner than we would have wanted it to. Right, Tony?
Absolutely. And Kucherov got us to the playoffs almost single-handedly. He put the team on his back. So, I mean, you can't put this on get rid of Kucherov. You get rid of the guy that is breaking records. And it's just, you can't put this on one guy. And let's do a small retool in the offseason. Let's root for the team. And I think we're just spoiled by the success. We had a lot of new fans, and they expect perfection. They expect the cups. That's not how it works. It's the hardest trophy to win in hockey, and enjoy what they give to you, man, because it's the greatest sport in the world.
Yeah, and that first-round matchup should have been the conference finals. It just worked out to where one of the best matchups in hockey today happened in the first round, and I wouldn't be surprised if what happened with Florida happens with these Montreal Canadiens, that they go on to win the cup after beating us in the first round. They're a great hockey team, and I think it was a wonderful season. Are we happy? No. Are we satisfied? No. Do we need to blow up the team or even consider doing anything with one of the greatest coaches in all of professional sports, John Cooper? Good God, no, man. Let's all just relax, retool, enjoy the offseason, and get back at it again next season, you know?
Exactly, and thanks for the most entertaining first-round series I've ever seen as a hockey fan. It was fantastic, and that's all you can ask for.
Great one. Good call, good perspective. Thanks, Tony.
Hey, thanks, Drew.
Yep, and the good news is you got a full Drew Garabo live from now until at least September when preseason starts.
Damn, it starts that soon?
I think so.
Damn. Take a break, boys.
You're looking forward to those 6:30 outs again? 800-771-1025. Hey, Drew Garabo Live, what's up?
Hey, hope you guys are doing great today. I wanted to opine on something you had mentioned about Adam being the thinking man's Beastie Boy.
Yeah.
So and I hopefully don't botch the time that it happened, but around, I think, early 2000s, the Beastie Boys won a Video Vanguard Award on MTV.
Yeah.
And there's a clip online of Adam, and he just used his time to only say, stay out of the Middle East. And I can't believe, looking ahead, what a smart dude.
Yeah, man, he was a big pacifist, and unfortunately the powers that be did not listen to him. And look at the Middle East now; we're still involved there, you know.
Indeed, my friend.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I thought for sure he was going to say when he interrupted REM getting the Video Music Award for "Everybody Hurts" when he went up there as his alter ego, Nathaniel Hornblower, and said that he had the idea for Star Wars, which ironically he would die on May the 4th. Whoa, that's interesting. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
This is Bob. How are you today, Drew
Bob,
and Mo?
Really well. Thank you, Bob. How you doing, bud?
Good, fine, thank you.
Good.
A little, unfortunately disappointed about our Tampa Bay Lightning.
Yeah.
I love that team, but let me just cover a couple of things that you know.
Sure.
And hopefully Mo knows too. But
all right.
The first thing I think we had in about a third into the season. We had some players hurt. We had 3 defensemen out, and we had some forwards out. And those guys went like almost 22-1, I think.
Yeah.
The guys from Syracuse, I'm talking about.
Okay.
And, one of the things that you never heard too much of when that group was up there is you never heard Dave Miskin saying, get the puck out, get the puck out, get the puck out of our zone. Okay, and I said that for a reason. I'm going to tell you in a second.
Oh, God.
In the forwards, you never heard Espo saying, shoot the puck, shoot the puck, shoot the puck.
Uh-huh.
We get 3 defensemen back, and it goes back. Now, I'm not even talking about this Montreal game, this series, because that was just the goaltender was unbelievable.
Oh, God. What happened to the phone? Oh, no.
What happened to the phone, Drew?
Oh, my God, sir. I'm so sorry. I think we had a mishap on the phones, but please don't call back. 800-771-1025. I appreciate that, sir. I'm not looking for a eulogy or anything, but thank you. Yes, it was a season that ended in sadness, and it's going to end in sadness for every team except one.
Yeah.
Only one team's going to win the championship, and it ain't going to be my Magic, and it ain't going to be my Lightning. What a freaking sports day. I woke up with so much hope that at least one of my teams would still be playing their sport today. I go down there with Mike and Corey. We had a great broadcast, a lot of fun. Freaking leave there because I didn't ask for a ticket to the game. I didn't get a ticket to the game. I wasn't going to buy a ticket to the game. So I haul ass from there, take the trolley back to my car, which was wonderful. Thank you, Maurice.
You're very welcome.
And I get home in time to watch the Magic lose by 20. Okay. All right. Basketball's over. No big deal. At least I still got hockey. Exciting game. Friggin' Lightning lose. Oh. This is when REM was about to accept their award for best director video for Everybody Hurts, when the late Adam Yauch, a.k.a. MCA, dressed in lederhosen, a disguise with a beard and a hat, takes the microphone from Michael Stipe, who has no idea who he is.
This is an outrage because Spike is the director that has just... I'm from Switzerland, okay?
Spike Jones, their director, directed Sabotage, which is a way better video than Everybody Hurts. Everybody knows it, and he should have won the award.
Just tell everyone that. And since I was a small boy, I had dreamed that Spike would win this. And now this has happened. And I just want to tell everyone that this is a farce, that I had all the ideas for Star Wars and everything.
And then they bum rush him off the stage. Drew Garabo Live, how can I help you? Legend.
Hey, fellas. Just wanted to comment on the celebrity death impacting you personally.
Yeah, who you got?
So, thanks, man. So, so growing up watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
You can't even, you're such a little bitch. You can't even, get out your joke before giggling. What a loser. I'm gonna say Augustus Gloop. It's gonna be so funny. I'm gonna say Augustus Gloop, and it's gonna be so funny. Ooh, idiot. All right. Coming up next, two things. One more important than the other. The important part is you're about to get your chance to win $1,000 courtesy of the Bone bonus. And something I've been holding on to for about 6 months that it's time to share with you.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. You can win a cabin on Calta Cruise 20. Visit Stingray Chevrolet and scan the QR code on the Calta Cruise display to enter. While you're there, find the vehicle that's right for you from their selection of new and used cars. Calta Cruise 20. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For more info, go to theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
At last check in Tampa, the 3 right lanes were blocked from a wreck westbound on I-4 past the Selma Connector. And along northbound I-275, the ramp onto I-4 has had the right lane blocked. You'll find major delays in St. Pete as well from an accident blocking the 2 left lanes along southbound I-275 at Gandy. This is Jim with traffic.
This Saturday from 11 to 1, join Galvin from the Mike Calta Show live at the grand opening of Aquasonic Car Wash on 56th Street in Temple Terrace. Swing by for your shot at Tampa Bay Rays tickets and a year-long membership to Aquasonic. Clean cars, free prizes, and your favorite Bone personality. This Saturday with 102.5 The Bone.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Congrats to Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of the $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks with a lifetime guarantee that's going to transfer when you sell your home. And now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word WOW to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text WOW to 20129.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Here at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot pain, but we also hear about back, knee, and hip pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet Arch Support System.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support 1. Maybe that's the reason all the remedies you've tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy. You're going to feel better. Being able to move freely means everything to me. And good movement starts with the feet.
Stop by one of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today. Or visit us at goodfeet.com. Good Feet Arch Supports are HSA and FSA eligible. The only place to get the Good Feet solution is at the Good Feet store. Come in for a free test walk today.
Tag in the ultimate refreshment with Seagram's Escape Spiked at WWE. Bringing the heat at 10% ABV. Seagram's Escape Spiked. Pick up some today at your local convenience store. Always drink responsibly. Flavored malt beverages with certified colors. Copyright 2026. The Seagram Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. World Wrestling Entertainment, LLC. WWE marks are used under license.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out. But what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, all with our best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6-7, your internet will stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. 5 years, same internet price. Lock in reliable fiber-powered gig Wi-Fi for effortless streaming, plus get the Disney Hulu bundle and Peacock Premium included on us. Xfinity, imagine that. To get started, call Xfinity.com or drop into an Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Peacock Premium included for 3 years. Programming subject to change and availability. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Internet is powered by fiber and connected to the premises by coaxial cable.
If your heating or cooling system is on the fritz, call me, Bob from Badger Bob Services. We've got over 100 technicians on the road ready to help. From leaky sinks, busted fridge, and water heaters to even hanging a chandelier, Badger Bob's does it all. Proudly serving Tampa and the Sun Coast. Go to BadgerBobs.com and give us a call. Badger Bob's. Funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
BadgerBobs.com.
License CAC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1309294.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wait, everything on this IHOP value menu is just $6?
I told you it was amazing. A huge plate of pancakes, bacon, and eggs is just $6.
Wow.
There's also French toast, a ham and cheese omelet, and oh, they got a BLT and fries now.
Okay, we're coming here every day.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Feast for just $6 with the IHOP value menu. $7 in some locations, available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live. Here we go, Bone fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
flight. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter flight before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and the $1,000 Bone Bonus could be yours. If you are taking a flight from the St. Pete Clearwater Airport, you just might be patted down by one Maurice, who is now getting paid to screen you for your flight. FLIGHT. Good luck to you. And if you get a call from a number you don't recognize, answer it. It might be our prize people calling you. Flight. Song is Gratitude. I've got it in my heart. All right, welcome. If you are listening on your way home from work and you need a little bit of lighthearted entertainment, today might not be for you. This might get a little heavy. I just want you to know it is not my goal to make you sad. It is not my goal to bring sorrow to your life, which is why I struggled with even saying anything about this at all. If you've been paying attention to the show or my social media for the past few months, there's been a lot of stuff about people fighting private battles, about not knowing what someone's going through, about how that person in a car next to you that you might beep at or in front of you that you might beep at a red light, that might be somebody dealing with something that you just don't know about, something pretty heavy. And I try to let people know who are fighting that silent battle that things are going to be okay, that you are seen, that you are heard. And curiously enough, I got an email this morning from a listener named Melissa. Beautiful email that I'll respond to later. But the last paragraph, thank you for reading this. I thank you for what you bring to our community every day. Like you said, you don't know what other people are going through when you're in traffic or why someone isn't paying attention to the light that turned green. They might not be looking at their phone. They might be hearing a song that reminds them of the most important person in their life that they just lost. And so the reason I've been talking about that a lot is because I've been fighting a private battle since late last year. I live a lot of my life on the air, most of it, maybe a little too much of it. But I struggled with how to share this, whether I wanted to share it or not. And after a very emotional and intense conversation with someone I'm mentoring last week, a switch got flipped for me, and I realized that I am doing you a disservice if I do not share this with you. I believe I was kept here after I fought testicular cancer, and I was kept here by a higher power, by the universe, by whatever you want to call it, God. I'm totally fine with that. So that I could share a message of gratitude, mindfulness, and most importantly, getting yourself checked out if you feel like there's something wrong. We men tend not to do that as much as we should. We want to think that it's nothing, and sometimes it's not nothing. On that note, when I received treatment for testicular cancer at the Moffitt Cancer Center, the bone marrow transplant department, I knew then something I did not share publicly, which is that I would be twice as likely to develop a secondary cancer. I was just so happy to be alive. I knew all along that it would be a possibility. Amongst the gifts that chemotherapy gives, neuropathy, hearing loss, even worse for some people, comes the likelihood that you will develop a secondary cancer. Around October, I noticed a severe decrease in my urinary flow. I know I'm getting older, and as we men age, we do not have as strong a flow as we once did. This applies to both freestyle rapping and peeing, two of my favorite things to do. And it got to the point where I said, okay, I'm going to practice what I preach here. This seems to be a thing. I'm going to go back to Dr. Bassel, my urologist, and see what's up. He was very comforting, as he was when he diagnosed me with testicular cancer. And he said a swollen prostate is not uncommon for men of my age. There's something called BPH that a lot of men get, benign prostate hypoplasia, that causes a slowdown of the urinary flow. So what they do then is they get a PSA test, a prostate-specific antigen test, to see what your PSA number is. And you men over 40 years old, you should know what your PSA number is. Normal number, I believe, for the average male is 4. Your PSA number should be around 4 or less. Anything higher than that is concerning, not necessarily life-threatening, concerning if it's higher than 4. For a PSA test, you just do a blood test at any Quest lab or any lab you want, and they can run a PSA test there and give you your number. So they did. And my number was 44. High. Concerningly high. So Dr. Bassel ordered a scan and then a biopsy. They don't really stage prostate cancer. They give you a Gleason score from 1 to 10 for the affected areas of the prostate. And I found out probably late November, 5 minutes before I was about to go on the air with John and Dizzy, that not only did I test positive for prostate cancer, but that my Gleason scores were 8s and 9s, mostly 9s. That's as high as they get. They don't get any higher than that. If you're diagnosed early, you'll get a Gleason score of like 1 or 2, and you probably won't even have any treatment. Many men, once they age, that freaking walnut located down there decides it wants to enlarge and kill us. But a lot of guys are diagnosed and they have a PSA of like 6 or 7. They get a Gleason score of 1 or 2, and the doctor goes, surveillance. We're just going to take a look at this thing and keep an eye on it. When the number is 8s and 9s, that is extremely aggressive prostate cancer. The good news is it is not metastasized, meaning it is not spread to my bones. And as far as we know, it is not spread to any lymph nodes. There are a few concerning spots in my pelvic area, but doctor doesn't seem to think it's anything. We'll find out with a CAT scan this week. So I found that out literally the moment I was about to go on the air and was freaking out. I've already dealt with cancer once, beat it once. I will beat it again. But to get that news was a bit on the shocking side. Not nearly as shocking as when I met with the oncologists in the GU department, genitourinary something at Moffitt, and they outlined their treatment plan. I don't know who knows what brachytherapy is, BRACHY therapy. Don't look it up, especially if you're a man who has prostate issues. It's a fascinating process if someone else is going through it. Brachytherapy is where a surgeon will slice the perineum, a.k.a. taint, and insert 12 long radioactive needles into your prostate so that radiation therapy can radiate those needles and ideally eradicate the prostate cancer. It sounds like a terrible procedure with side effects that seem like no kind of fun. Sexual side effects, urinary side effects, etc. And that was their treatment plan. And I was freaking out about it. Made a call to my buddy Steve Weintraub, who owns Gold and Diamond Source. Steve fought and beat prostate cancer several years ago. He's a survivor. And I had remembered, after talking to my buddy Richard, who works here, who handles the Gold and Diamond Source account, that Steve beat prostate cancer. And he said, why don't you call Stevie? So I texted Stevie Diamonds, and he called me immediately. And he said, Drew, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go see my doctor, Dr. Piriani. And I said, all right. Moffitt, I feel like I'm in good hands with Moffitt, but thank you very much. But Steve would not say no for an answer. And he said, I absolutely need you to see this guy. This guy saved my life. Put me on a text chain with Dr. Piriani. Dr. P asked for my numbers. I gave them to him. He said, that's not good. I said, I'm aware. And we made an appointment. The appointment was the morning of John and Drew Save Christmas. So before a 10-hour toy drive to help kids for Toys for Tots, I sat down with Dr. Piriani as he put his knees up on his exam chair, hands folded, and had a conversation with me about it. One of the first things he said was, I bet they want you to do brachytherapy. I said, yeah. He said, I would never let anyone do that to me. Therefore, I would not recommend it for any of my patients. So he outlined a treatment plan and said that he would not go the androgen, the brachytherapy route. And I was prescribed androgen deprivation therapy, or ADT hormone pills. And I started taking them then. Their job is to basically shrink and starve the prostate of testosterone, which feeds the cancer. Red meat also feeds the cancer, which is why I've been off red meat since about November, December. Alcohol feeds it, which is why I've been off alcohol since November, December. I want to put my body in the best condition possible to beat this disease again. I know this is heavy. I wrestled with whether to talk about it at all because from a selfish standpoint, these 3 hours that I get to spend with Maurice and the hour that I get to spend with Dizzy and John are my refuge from thinking about dying, from thinking about cancer. I don't think about it nonstop, but if my mind is not occupied, dark and scary thoughts can kind of creep in. And there have honestly been times in the last 6 months when I've been on the air when I have just blissfully forgotten that my body is once again trying to kill me. I also am aware enough to know that this will change my life here at work for the time being. As much as I would love to make this announcement and move on and not talk about it again, I accept the fact that people are going to be curious about it. There are going to be people who are well-intentioned who are going to ask questions, as they have in the past 6 months, which, in case you're wondering why I got a little chippy with a couple of callers who were like, how's your health? Or in one case, how's your cancer? Not knowing that I was fighting it again. That, I would hope, would explain my sensitivity in that area. I will say, regardless, don't ask someone who has had cancer how their cancer is, because the answer might not be great. So we have a treatment plan. And the reason I was out on Friday, which prompted me to tell you on Thursday at 6:30 why I would have an announcement for you, was because on Friday I had to have a fascinating yet physically uncomfortable procedure where they implant, it's called fiducial seeds. There are 3 gold seeds, and they implant them in the prostate. I thought I was going to be under sedation for this because, there's a lot of prep for it. A week of a low fiber, low fat diet, which for a guy who loves fiber was hell. And then an enema the night before and an enema the morning of. And I don't know why I thought I was going to be put under by some delightful propofol or fentanyl or something that would put me out. But alas, right as I was instructed to turn on my side by a lovely gentleman named Jose who did an amazing job, I said, am I not going to be put out for this? And they said, oh, no. Think happy thoughts. So I rolled over for Jose. He did lube up first, which was very generous of him. He did have a very gentle touch. I looked at one of the nurses in the room, wide-eyed, and Jose just probed me. And I could look at the screen while he was doing it. I said, how's the view? He said, great. You did a great job with the enema and the diet. I could see everything. He had a physician's assistant right there with him, and he's coaching her through the whole thing. Hey, here's the spleen. Here's this. Boom. 1 gold seed in. Okay, here's this. Here's this. Boom. 2 gold seeds in. Boom. 3 gold seeds in. Slid out. Withdrew very tenderly, gingerly. Thank you again, Jose. It was a very fun, I'm not going to lie, a very fun experience for everybody there in the operating room. I'm always the guy who's going to try to make other people laugh, especially in situations that could be pretty intense. I did that. Nurses seem to be pretty delighted by it. Shout out to Anne-Marie, who listens to the show now. And they put him in, and I left. I said, can I play golf on Saturday morning? Because I had a tee time with John Brennan and Frank and Chris, who we work with. He said, as long as you're not leaving a trail of blood behind you, you should be good. I was not. No blood. Sarah was with me every step of the way. And that's who I feel the worst for in this situation, because my amazing girlfriend who works in hospice, who is around tragic situations all the time, can't get a break from it because the man who is in love with her, who already put her through hell once, she's got to go through it again. I know I can handle it. I was built for this. There is nothing that's going to happen to me in the next few months that is going to come anywhere close to what I had to endure with 4 rounds of chemotherapy and 2 bone marrow transplants. I know that this treatment plan is much better because the treatment plan is basically, I have a CAT scan this Friday where they're going to take a look at what's in me. They're going to set the radiation schedule, and for the next 9 weeks, 5 days a week, I'll be popping by the radiation center. I always get those two screwed up. Doing a little 10, 15-minute treatment, a little radiation of the area down there, and then dipping my merry way on to work. I don't plan on missing a day. The only side effects are going to be some unfortunate intestinal and urinary side effects. I can handle that. I'll wear a diaper if I have to, but hopefully I won't have to. There may be a time, Maurice, when I say, hey, I need you to come over here and run the board so I can go take care of this situation. And so if you're asking yourself, well, what now? What can I do to help? I will tell you, honestly, one thing you can do to help me, that is to donate to my buddy Chase's GoFundMe. Chase is fighting colon cancer in his 20s and has no health insurance. I am very grateful to this company for keeping me employed, for the emotional support they give me, and for the health insurance that they allow me to buy through them, because without that, I would be facing monumental medical debt. That's exactly what Chase is experiencing right now. It's his first battle. So if you're wondering what you can do to help me, you can take care of my buddy Chase and help him in his fight. I'll send out the link. What else? That's part 6. I've got this all outlined in front of me. Part 1, everyone's fighting a single battle. Part 2, part 3, part 4, part 6. What else? In a perfect world, I'd love to make the announcement and move on. But I want everyone, especially men, to take your health very seriously. If I had not gone to the doctor when I did, if I had not gotten a PSA test when I did, it could have metastasized easily. I feel like if I waited a month, this could have a much different prognosis and one that's not so great. So I would just ask, I'm glad to have a group of people who support what I do. You don't need to say I'm sorry. I appreciate if you are. I'd much rather have you say that than to gloat and to say I got what I deserved, which there are people who said it the first time, and I'm sure there are people who say it this time too. But if you're just calling to say you got this or I'm sorry, I appreciate that. It's not helpful. I'll just be perfectly blunt with you. While I appreciate the well wishes, there's nothing helpful about it at all. But thank you. I'm going to fight this. I'm going to beat this. My goal is to stay on the radio every moment of the way. And the reason that I decided to share this, instead of allowing this show to once again be a refuge for me and have a couple of hours of day when I'm not thinking about this, is because there's someone out there who needs to hear it. I spoke of a mentorship that I have with a gentleman who's fighting testicular cancer now. He fought prostate cancer before. He's 70. And now he has a young man's disease, testicular cancer. He and I spoke on the phone last week for about 45 minutes. And at the end of it, the joy that he had in his voice and the comfort that he had in his voice, because I fought what he is about to fight and made it. That's when I texted Senning and said, hey, I think I'm ready to share, because it has not been easy keeping this from a listening audience. There are people in my friend circle who don't know. There are people who may be finding out right now, and to them I apologize. I write about it all in my Substack. People who have subscribed to my Substack for years have known this from November on. It's where I go to write my therapy, to write down what's happening with me, all the details. It's very helpful. Shout out to everyone who reads it, who didn't make it public, who respected my wishes not to tell everybody about it. It's a very weird and uncomfortable feeling telling your friends something that is going to bum them out. At the All-Star weekend, I was wondering what I was going to do, because there are people I see there who I consider friends that I don't talk to all the time. I saw Matt Grothe, and the first thing he said, he's one of the first people I saw, and he goes, "How are you doing?" When people ask someone who beat cancer 1 time, 2 times, whatever, how they're doing, they don't just mean how's it going. They mean, how are you doing? And so I said, well, Matt, I'm going to give you an option here. Option number 1, surface level, insincere, doing great, buddy. Option 2, real answer, I've got aggressive prostate cancer and I'm fighting it. Which one do you want? I pretty much took that option away from him by telling him. Same thing with St. Pete Sam. So now you know. Now my mom knows, unfortunately, which is but no, I'm just kidding. She's known all along. Again, I don't know what else to say about it other than, guys, especially if there is a history of prostate cancer in your family, get a PSA test. There are doctors out there that will push back on that. There are, for whatever reason, doctors who will tell you, you're too young, you don't need a PSA test. Push back against that. It costs them nothing. They have already drawn your blood. Ask for your PSA number. If you're over the age of 50, you should know your PSA number. It is much better to find out that there's something going on when your PSA number is 5, 6, 10 than 44, or even a worst case scenario, over 100, and cancer is coursing throughout your body. So I apologize if this bummed you out. I just can't say enough about Dr. Piriani. He is a legend. He is the greatest doctor I have ever met with or spoken to in my life. I believe he is the radiation oncologist of Tampa Bay, the best one for the last 5 years running. So all of you oncologists, the public can't vote. All of you oncologists out there, please vote for him. Please vote for Dr. Piriani. I want him to win this thing 6 years in a row. And everyone who is in that operating room, from Jose and Anne-Marie and everybody else, I am sorry you had to see me like that. And there you go. 800-771-1025. But again, I know you mean well when you say things like, you got this, or I'm sorry. Those are two things you don't need to tell me. And I appreciate it if you're thinking them, and that's great that you're thinking them. But there we go. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Kevin, Sarasota.
Hey, what's up, Kev? How you doing, man?
Good, buddy. So, first off, never apologize, okay? That's one. 2, I want everyone who's listening to know that you're not untouchable and your voice does mean stuff. So the fact that you respond to emails, that you'll respond to a message, for people to know out there, you're not invisible. And it's the same for you. Everyone who listens to you cares about you. And that's just, you don't want sorries and all that, and I get it, but you should know. You are as friendly to us as we are to you.
don't know if that's good. But no, thank you. In all seriousness, Kevin, thank you, buddy. That's very kind of you to say. You and I had a great email exchange. Your email that you sent me meant really, really a lot to me, and I'm really glad that you were able to get comfort and happiness by listening to the show, man. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate you. Thank you. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, Mo. This is Will from Florida. I just wanted to call and thank both of you. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to share a little story with you.
Please.
Parallels what you're going through. Last year, June, I keep hearing Mo's little earworm about Center for Men's Health. Center for Men's Health. I work out 4 to 5 times a week, feeling lethargic, not recovering as well. So I talked to my wife, and she's like, I think you should do it. So I went in, got tested. PSA came back 11.
That's concerning. Not like you're going to die, but like higher than 4, a bit concerning.
Right, correct. Fast forward, trying to make this a short version. Fast forward to November, day before Thanksgiving, actually. I think it might have been right around the time you got yours. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. I'm 43 years old.
Welcome to the club, brother.
Well, fast forward again to February of this year. They gave me all the options of radiation, this and that. February 17th of this year, I actually had my prostate removed completely.
Ooh, you got the prostatectomy, man. How'd that go?
It was not fun. Spent a day in Moffitt. Shout out to Dr. Pausang. He did the surgery, robotics. It wasn't too horrible of a recovery period. I spent 2 weeks out of work.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's not fun. But I just want to thank you for the whole ride from that June until now. Hearing you champion for people, man. Hearing you just say you got this and don't give up, and just being the champion that you are, man. That really, you get that diagnosis, it's like falling in a river, like just a raging river, and you're trying to reach out for anything for hope.
Yeah.
And I found that with you, man. I appreciate that. And Mo, thank you for your earworm. That saved my life.
Well, of course.
Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate that. And that's a great analogy about being caught in a river, because the second time you get that diagnosis, I will tell you, it hits maybe a little harder than the first, because you think about everything you went through to beat this damn thing once, and it is such a blessing to be able to fight it here with you. It is such a blessing to be able to be here behind this microphone fighting this on the outside, as opposed to institutionalized in the hospital, because that was very, very difficult. This, I get to come to work. I get to work out. I get to play golf. I get to do all kinds of stuff. It's really not limiting to me physically, other than not drinking, not eating red meat. No big deal. I've had enough red meat and booze in my life. Maybe I'll go back to it at some point in time. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Name withheld right now.
What happened? Oh, name withheld right now. What up, NWRN?
This was a huge slap in the face. Not from you. I'm just saying. So, no. Here, just a really quick story, somewhat. Changed auto insurance companies. They wanted to give us life insurance. So I said, okay, fine. They did blood work, and they came back and said, well, we can't give you health insurance because your PSA level is 8.4. I said, oh. Okay, so I went and saw a doctor.
How old? Like, I'm sorry, if I may ask, how old were you when they did the PSA test and you found out it was an 8.4?
Well, it was just 2 years ago, so I was 60.
Okay, gotcha.
So anyhow, I went and saw a doctor, lubed up and did all this. And he goes, well, it doesn't feel inflamed. He goes, some things change in life and this and that. And, what's changed in your life? I said, well, I started driving from Holiday to Clearwater to Holiday to Tampa. He says, well, you're sitting down a lot more. He says, that could be something. So I wasn't concerned.
Yeah.
So I had a colonoscopy done. That was fine. So I didn't go get anything else done with the PSA.
Gotcha.
Well, been having some problems. Finally said, you know what? I went back to the doctor. He goes, well, you didn't do the thing. I said, I know. So we took another PSA level. It went to 15.83.
That's problematic.
So I am, and here's the sad part, funny part, is I had an MRI scheduled because he wants to do the MRI, but there's only 2 MRI stations in Tampa, one in Wesley Chapel and one Tampa General, I guess. And so I was supposed to go in April 29th and get it MRI done. They had to reschedule it to June 5th. So I called the doctor. I said, is that concerning to you? He goes, well, it's not great, but he said, it's not going to matter. Okay. I said, oh, okay. So anyhow, I appreciate you going through your story and stuff. So it was a really slap in the face to me because I like my alcohol and I love my red meat. So maybe there's some things in my life I got to start quitting.
Yeah, dude. I will tell you if you do what I did, and thanks a lot for sharing your story. Put all of your stuff into Chat GPT, your PSA number, your Gleason score, all of that, and then go, what kind of diet is going to keep me alive? It'll tell you. Cooked tomatoes. They have lycopene in them, which fight cancer. No alcohol. No red meat. Limit the sugar. Oh, that one's the toughest one.
Really? That one? Sugar?
Oh, my God, dude. Hot fudge sundaes? I ain't cutting out the sugar.
What are you, 12?
Yes, I am. 800-771-1025 is the number. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, it's Paul.
What up, Paul?
I just talked to you last week after not talking to you for a while because I thought you were the biggest jerk on the planet.
You might be right.
But now I know why. No, now I know why you changed. And I just want to let you know that I've fought cancer 3 times, starting with testicular cancer. I lost my left testicle.
Me too.
And I've got to ring the bell 2 times. I got my tattoos. I got my molds. So it's not I just wanted to call and say, hey, you know what? You're a nice guy, and you don't even realize it anymore.
Oh, thanks, dude. Really appreciate it.
All right.
I'm trying to change the world. 800-771-1025. 3 times, man. I like that'll mess with your head, man. And I'm full on. In the back of my mind the whole time since I was cured back in 2022, 23, I knew. I'm just like, that's the price tag for staying alive this long, is being twice as likely to get a second cancer. So when it happened, sure, it's shocking. Sure, it's a little depressing. But you're like, all right, this is the price I paid for staying alive and beating testicular cancer. Let's go. And again, not to freak people out who are going through chemo, but to not have to get chemo this time, pretty friggin' sweet. And if everything goes great, 9 weeks of radiation therapy, boom, we're done, we're cured, and waiting for the next cancer.
Odd question, if I can interject.
There are no odd questions, Maurice.
I thought chemo was radiation therapy. What's the difference?
Chemotherapy are drugs that are designed to eradicate the cancer cells in your body. It's a medication. There are drugs like a bleomycin, cisplatin, carboplatin, et cetera.
So they're not shooting radiation at you.
No, they're pumping those meds right into your veins.
Okay.
Which is why it destroys all of your white blood cells, red blood cells, platelets, everything. Radiation, they radiate the affected area, which is why the little gold seeds are there, and then the radiation ideally will spread throughout the prostate and then destroy the cancer.
Centralized.
Yeah. Right. But radiation, I will say, maybe people who have been through it would disagree. I would say incredibly favorable to having to go through chemo again. I never want to go through chemo again. Chemo is so bad that if they told me I had to get chemo again, not saying I wouldn't get it, it would be a discussion. If it's chemo versus death, that's not an automatic yes for chemo. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew. How you doing? This is Bob Gray.
What up, Bob? Doing great, man. Thank you.
Hey, good. So
800-771-1025. Plugging your business in the midst of what I'm talking about, guy. Come on, man. You ghoul. The guy, the first thing out of his mouth is plugging his medical lab thing. Now, assume positive intent. Maybe he just wanted me to know about it.
Yeah, maybe he was going to invite you down.
I'm good, guy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Drew Garabo Live came off a bit ghoulish.
Someone very close to me just went through the gold flake process. He just finished it, and it's probably one of the most advanced processes they're doing.
Pretty cool.
By what I was explained.
It's pretty cool.
Whatever you're having done.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Hi, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, how's it going, Drew?
What up, bud?
I don't have quite the story of yourself and other callers, but
it's not a competition.
I wanted to. Well, I just wanted to let you know, I felt a lump, 6 months ago, and I knew that it wasn't right. So I went to my GP, I ended up getting an ultrasound. Thankfully, it ended up just being a byproduct from my vasectomy. But yeah, it was because of you and your last round of the situation that I decided I needed to go in to get it checked.
Good.
So I just wanted to thank you for putting that out there.
Dude, thank you for letting me know, because honestly, that is the very reason that I could no longer keep this to myself. The fact that maybe somebody out there needs to hear me telling them to go get checked. And if I continue to keep it to myself, somebody might die. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make me anything, but I sacrificed my own happiness during this radio program and the escapism that this show provided for me in favor of hopefully saving a life out there, of getting someone to go get checked. I am here for a greater purpose. I truly believe that. I'm not here for my own whatever, my own benefit, my own well-being. I'm here so that I can help other people. Thanks for the call. Drew Garabo Live. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Listen.
I'm listening.
This is Steve.
Okay.
I was diagnosed with prostate cancer at the age of 56.
Same.
I am currently 74 years old.
Hell yeah.
I had a radical prostatectomy.
Oh, yeah.
And I had doubling of my PSA 5 times in 13 months.
What was the highest? If you don't mind me asking, what was the highest your PSA was ever at, sir?
My PSA went up to 4.9. I had a radical prostatectomy, and I had immediate biological failure.
Jeez.
Because my PSA doubled 5 times in 15 months. Oh. Now, if I had possibly been tested more, it probably would have doubled more. So I went from 0.002 to 0.264 in 15 months.
Gotcha.
Statistically, that puts me in a very, very, very bad situation.
Oh.
Where my likelihood of a 5-year survivability was very poor.
And that was way longer than 5 years ago, yes?
Yep. I had my prostatectomy, radical prostatectomy, when I was 56. I'm currently 74. When I was 58 years old, my wife and I created a prostate support group. And what you're doing is very important.
Thank you. Thanks.
Now,
Thanks.
Statistically, I shouldn't be here. Okay?
Yet you are.
So when you look at what somebody's telling you, at 18 months, I went through 45 high-dose radiation treatments.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to say to you is no matter what the statistics say, in 5 years, that would have made me 61, I should be dead. Or near death. I'm 74.
Hell yeah.
The reality is this is a wake-up call. What you're doing is excellent. I thank you for it.
Thank you. Glad you're still here, man.
Most of the people who die never get tested.
You're right. Thank you, my man.
I'm going to breathe some vitality into you, okay?
Thanks, man.
Whatever your probability is, and mine was very poor, doesn't mean that you are a walking dead man, okay?
Thank you.
What you are is a walking billboard for other people to get tested.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you, my good man. That nothing anyone could say could be any more impactful, important, meaningful than that. Thank you. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, the two left lanes remain blocked from a crash along southbound I-275 in Gandy, causing backups to Roosevelt. And another wreck's causing partial blockage westbound on Gulf to Bay and southbound on McMullen Booth. In Tampa, along northbound I-275, the ramp onto I-4 still has the right lane blocked. This is Jim with traffic.
Golden Diamond Source, where you can find the Mother's Day collection to take care of that one person who has always had your back. Your mom, she's always been there for you. She cooked for you. She cleaned for you. She gave you counseling. Take care of your mom this Mother's Day at Gold and Diamond Source, where you will find the largest selection around. It's pretty much a superstore, yet in a beautiful environment. 0% financing for up to 5 years. That means if you finance $5,000, it's just $83 a month. Make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond. They're always open online at goldanddiamond.com or stop by and see them. 3800 Olmerton Road, right up the road from the radio station in beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida. This Mother's Day, take care of mom and make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
It's a love you give only at Gold and Diamond Source.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, Dad, why do people wait until it's hot out to call about their air conditioner?
Well, Badger Bob's has been doing this since 1982, son. That's just how it goes.
They should call Badger Bob's now to have it checked.
You heard Bob Jr. Now's the time to check your heating and cooling system. So Badger Bob's is offering up to $2,000 in cash incentives for early planners. Get your free estimate at badgerbobs.com. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
License CAC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1309294.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Out here, we hear your speed before we see you. Wind that rocks us.
Cars drifting toward us.
This isn't just a road. It's our workplace. Slow down.
Keep your distance.
Stay focused. Your choices matter.
Let's get everyone home safely.
Learn more about the Florida Department of Transportation's Target Zero initiative at WorkZoneSafetyFL.com.
Fight the dreaded grocery store fatigue and save money by shopping at Wild Fork. Right now, whole Argentine red shrimp, $4.50 a pound. And check out their 2 for less deals. Organic ground beef. When you buy 2, only $7 a pound. Bacon wrapped beef tenderloin, only $6 each when you buy 2. Brazilian beef ribeye steaks, just $9.98 a pound. Check them out online at wildforkfoods.com or go shopping in St. Pete, West Chase, and South Tampa.
Push returns to headline this spring with a killer lineup based on music from their critically acclaimed new album, I Beat Loneliness. The Land of Milk and Honey Tour with special guests Mammoth and James and the Cold Gun. In a show bound to rock as hard as it sounds. May 13th, the Big Hair Sound. Tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com. Don't miss Push Live.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes. and rebuild lives.
O'Reilly.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Join us for the 4th annual Sergeant Anthony Molstad Defender Ruck, June 6th in St. Pete. Ruck it, lock it, or run it. Registration is now open. Sign up now. RunSignUp.com/Anthony's Defender Ruck. The event is to help prevent soldier suicide in the honor of Sergeant Anthony Molstad. Join us June 6th in St. Pete.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Maybe a stray shower or storm early tonight. Otherwise, mostly clear and mild. Lows will bottom out in the mid-60s. Coming up on Tuesday, lots of sunshine and a hot day. Most people will see highs up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
To do this right now. Never. So I'll be leading up to this moment. All right now, right here. My whole life, right here. We got rhyme selections in the white array. Shake the boom, 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 shake. The party people scream, hey, hey, hey. People got a remote for my beat down.
ADROCK.
I use a microphone like
Because you use clay.
Down with breakfast from around the
It's funny. I just got a text from Patrick Smith, one of the people who unfortunately was freaked out very early because when I got my Gleason scores back and they were 8s and 9s, I'm like, well, I'm going to die. I mean, they're just, these scores are as high as they can be. Dr. Google tells me that this is some serious prostate cancer. I'm probably going to die. So I don't know. I didn't have a will, didn't have any last, any arrangements or anything like that. So I called Patrick Smith. I'm like, all right, two things. Number one, you're not going to like. Right. I'm probably dying. Secondly, can you help me with the will? And he was great through the whole process. So if you find yourself in a very unfortunate situation or you want to be proactive and figure out what to do with your crap when you die, Patrick Smith handled it very, very well. Shout out to everybody in his office. They were great.
Don't tell me what I'm getting, Drew. I don't want to know.
Oh, good. Yeah, it would be a very short conversation, Maurice. 800-771-1025 is the number. You can have all my Bowie CDs. Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew, it's Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. It's Drew. What's up?
I just called to tell you I take it back. I'm taking it back.
What are you taking back?
You can now cook your fish in the office microwave. You get a pass.
Well, thank you. That's nice. Yeah, one of the reasons I've been eating so much fish is because I'm off red meat and a heavy diet of fish with the low mercury level is supposed to be very good for you too. So everybody that gave me guff over microwaving my fish, you want me to die.
Make no mistake. He would have been doing it if he was cancer-free. He
Absolutely.
Don't give a damn.
1,000%. But how dare you speak that way to a cancer sufferer? I'm fighting a disease, Maurice. Hello,
right.
Drew Garabo Live. Oops. Hi there, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew. This is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
I was just calling to let you know I've been an oncology nurse for over 32 years.
You're an angel.
I can tell you, when I heard you say that you would may pick death over chemo, I want you to know that the treatment regimen that you had for your testicular cancer is one of the hardest regimens you can go through.
Yes,
So,
I believe it.
Yeah, it really, really is. I mean, you get a lot thrown at you in a short amount of time at super high doses. So while I know that was horrible for you, you made it through. I can guarantee you any treatment that you would, if you have to have chemo, would never be near as hard as what you went through.
Thank you, sweetheart.
So-
I appreciate hearing that. I did kind of know that, and I did kind of suspect that, but it certainly does help hearing it from an oncology nurse, because that treatment regimen for for testicular cancer with the double tandem bone marrow transplants, that is no picnic that anybody should ever go through. You know?
No. I mean, just the treatment for the testicular and then putting the bone marrow transplant on top of it, those are the two hardest chemos, because you just have to wipe everything out. Start over.
Everything.
But you did it, and you're going to do great with
Hell
this
yeah.
too. Just like the other gentleman, I see people that get diagnosed in their 50s, and I'm still seeing them for follow-up 10 years later. So you got this, man.
Thank you,
got
sweetheart.
it.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I will say there's nothing that they could put me through that's going to be close to what I went through before. So once I found out chemo wasn't part of the regimen, I'm like, you want to put a probe in my butt? Put two of them in there. I don't care. Way better than chemo. Again, if you're going through chemo, it's not that bad. It's certainly not as bad if you're not going through the tandem bone marrow transplants. And everybody at Moffitt did everything they could. Dr. Nishiori, Nurse Buffy, everybody, love you guys. You saved my friggin' life. I would just rather not go through that process again.
You had Buffy the Cancer Slayer?
Dude, she is amazing.
Wow.
Nurse Buffy, she is everything.
Nice.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hello?
This is going to be great.
Hello? Drew Garabo?
Is this Medicine Man?
Hello?
Is it Medicine Man? I don't think so. All right.
Hello, Drew Garabo.
Sounded kind of like Medicine Man.
Hello, are you there?
Hello?
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 Yeah, it is a girl. My name's Tony.
Hi, Tony. That's a boy's name.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
I just said that because I think I want to commend you so much for bringing awareness to young men and middle-aged men to go and get tested for anything. The funny thing is that they all think they have to bend over and cough to test the prostate or the testicular.
Oh.
They don't do that anymore. They do it with blood tests.
True. That is very true. There are good markers in the blood that can tell you what's going on. I will say with the testicles, if you do have an issue, the doctor is going to probably juggle your balls.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. But they're going to do that when you're younger, too, so you get used to it, because they got to make sure they drop when you're a teenager.
She's juggled a few in her day, Drew.
I bet you juggled a ball or two, haven't you, sweetheart?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
But
that's great.
what I'm saying is I got to commend you for what you're doing, because there are a lot of men that think it's very, very inferior to go to the doctors.
Well, I don't know about if they think it's inferior, but thank you very much. No, it's just a matter of you don't want to think it's something. And going to the doctor, you're going to find out if it is something. But I'm here to tell you, the fact that I am alive is because I got something checked out. If you do not get something checked out, you could die. Life is amazing. Life is fragile, it is fickle, and it is amazing. And if you think there might be a remote possibility of something going on, get it checked. Testicles, prostate, colon, throat, nose, skin, anything, get it checked. You'll get peace of mind if it's nothing. You'll get early detection and have your life saved if it is not nothing. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, how's it going, man? My name's Corey.
Hi, Corey. What's up, bud?
What's going on, man? I just wanted to call in and say thank you, man. I've been listening to you for a really long time now, since I was a lot younger, and pretty cool to call in.
Cool.
All righty, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Odd. Okay. Thanks for calling in. Drew Garabo Live. Hello.
Hey, Drew. It's Mark from downtown St. Pete calling.
Hey, Mark. What's going on in downtown St. Pete?
Hey, I just wanted to call and thank you for your inspiration through all this, because you and I went through a medical catastrophe around the same time as yours, and so I followed your story, and it always helped me to stay inspired because you always had a bit of a keep it off the shoulder attitude about it. Yeah. And that positivity it got into me, and it's how I've dealt with it all these years now.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm really glad to hear that. That is why I share it, so that other people can hear, and thank you. Look, the reason I've been saying so much about you don't know what somebody else is going through is because for the past 6 months, I've just been going through life doing this show knowing that I've got cancer again. You can do it. It's not a death sentence. So you can do this too. And if it inspires you to be a little nicer to someone not knowing what they're going through, that dickhead in your office who everybody's infuriated at or whatever, that guy might have been fighting cancer for the last 6 months and he has nobody to tell about it or doesn't want to tell anybody about it, and that's his business. I now understand why Norm Macdonald died without anyone in his life knowing that he had cancer, because it changes everything. The way people look at you, the way people talk to you, the way people treat you. It changes everything. Some of it's for the better. Some of it's not. But I hope to be living proof that if you are diagnosed with cancer or any condition, you can beat it with a positive attitude. Optimism costs nothing. There's no copay for it yet. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, it's Joe calling from 4th Street.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
I might have missed this. If I do, I apologize. But was it like your normal checkup time, or was it like, hey, I feel,
great question,
X, or I feel Y, or like, hey, this doesn't seem right, and you just went and got it checked out?
It's a great question. So X equals urinary issues. I felt X. My flow slowed way down, and I knew that because of the treatment that I got initially, that I was twice as likely to get a secondary cancer. So I was like, all right, this might not just be me getting old. By the way, guys out there, just so you know, if your stream is slowing down, it doesn't mean you've got prostate cancer. There is a very common condition amongst men of a certain age called BPH, and that is benign prostatic hyperplasia, a common non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate gland, usually happens after the age of 40 due to hormonal changes. Causes urinary issues. If you're peeing a lot in the middle of the night, hopefully getting out of bed to doing so, weak urination by compressing the urethra, that could be BPH and not cancer at all. So if you got that, get it checked out. Pretty easy.
Feels like God could have designed the prostate a lot easier.
That's what I was talking to Dr. Bassel about, is the fact that this thing inside us, it tries to kill us as we get older.
Oh.
It enlarges, and it does everything it can to freaking kill us. I'm over it.
Right. Yeah.
God, what's up? Like, can't you design a body that's not going to break down? And then again, microplastics, diet, toxic things in the world. Breathing.
Just out of curiosity, how long did you suffer the symptoms before you decided? A week, a month?
I would say a couple of weeks. I made the appointment right when I noticed something, and it took a couple of weeks to see my doctor. Okay. Yeah.
So you're kind of almost immediate on it.
Yeah. Just since everything I went through, I'm like, all right, let's, if we're feeling something, let's get it checked out. Now, more importantly, what's coming up in the Mo Better, Maurice?
Oh, well, Post Malone or Postpone. Keep your hands off them kids or your feet off them kids. And MIA is MIA.
Next on the Mo Better News.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone Bonus is back, and right when you need it. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Need cash to pay for new streaming services because your ex won't let you share the passwords anymore? We've got you covered. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, expect delays from an accident clearing northbound on Belcher at Main Street. A Tampa wreck along southbound I-275 after Hillsborough Avenues had the right lane blocked. A separate crisis had blockage along Hillsborough Avenue at 56th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? If you've waited to schedule your garage door tune-up, now is the time. Overhead Door Company of Tampa Bay will perform their 26-task garage door tune-up and safety inspection for just $79. That's one price for up to 3 garage doors and openers. The price is only available for a limited time. You need this done, so why not now? And for just $79. Call 813-885-DOOR or schedule online at overheaddooroftampa.com.
Guys, this is a cat named Mo for C4MH, the Center for Men's Health. Let me ask you something. 10 years from now, when your liver, kidneys, or even your heart starts failing, are you really going to be thinking about how much money you saved on that dirt cheap knockoff testosterone? The stuff that just showed up at your door that you actually injected into your body, or that doctor who chose big profits over your health. Here's the truth. Most men's health clinics out there use cheap, unapproved testosterone because the margins are huge. It's not about your health. It's about your cash. That's why I've been telling you for over a decade to go to C4MH. Dr. James DiRespino and his team have been treating low T the right way for over 15 years with approved pharmaceutical-grade testosterone. Real care, real labs, real exams with 18 local treatment centers and even $45 express care. Don't risk your health to save a few bucks. Go to C4MH.com. That's C4MH.com. Real, honest, low T care.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.99% APR, 6.02% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program. It is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Have you been told your car has negative equity? For a limited time, Brandon Honda will cover up to $5,000 of your negative equity. Plus, when you buy a new Honda from Brandon Honda, you're getting the #1 resale value brand in the country. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new CRV for just $229 per month. New Accords just $179 per month. Or get a brand new Civic for an incredible $169 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com. Call 813-575-7725 for complete details.
Tag him the ultimate refreshment with Sequence Escape Spiked at WWE. Bringing the heat at 10% ABV. Sequence Escape Spiked. Pick up some today at your local convenience store. Always drink responsibly. Flavored malt beverages with certified colors. Copyright 2026. The Secret Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. World Wrestling Entertainment, LLC. WWE marks are used on the license.
Mother's Day is around the corner. Skip the flowers. Mom doesn't want another candle. She wants what she really deserves. Get prepared for the gift that makes her blush, moan, and forget what day it is. Couples toys, lubes, lingerie, and all the kinky stuff she's too polite to ask for. XTC and Planet X Adult. Your secret is safe with us.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo better than this.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
All right, Drew, we got a lot of music-related news, if you will. Not a lot, but more than normal. All right. Starting with Tampa, Post Malone and Jelly Roll rescheduled their Tampa Stadium tour date.
Oh.
Absolutely. Dateline Tampa. They are set to return on the road with the stadium tour with a stop in Tampa. The concert was set for Friday, May 29th. That's this month, kids, but has been rescheduled to Wednesday, July 8th at Raymond James Stadium. In a message he shared with his fans, Post Malone said the decision came after reassessing the timeline between the live schedule and recording commitments. Tickets purchased will be honored for the new dates. So
New day ain't happening.
Yeah, I know.
They looked at the sales for this thing. They were like 1/3 full. And they're like, all right, we'll say we're going to postpone it, but we're canceling this.
Guess what,
tour.
kids? Yeah, you know what? It's looking real bad. We forgot we had some other stuff in July.
Yeah, we'll get there in July, August, never.
I am, I'm not a huge Jelly Roll fan. I mean, I get it, but it's the same old fat guy goes into prison, comes out strumming a guitar, singing some sad songs and some inspirational ones, loses weight on a diet pill, and, goes crazy. It's a tale as old as time.
It
Drew.
certainly is.
Post Malone, I love. I can't keep putting my finger on him because he jumps from genre to genre to genre, and I love that, obviously.
Yeah.
But I heard him on Stern, and he's a real deal. He's a good cat, and
He
I
seems
think
like it.
Yeah, and I think very talented and has some great songs that I love. And some great some great collabs. I thought that Spider-Man song from Into the Spider-Verse was really nice.
I don't know any of his songs. Not one.
You would know Sunflower if you heard it, but
Probably.
you probably know a couple of other ones as well. But that's the only one I can name. So, oh no! I just X'd out a story.
And that's it for news, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it was just one.
Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.
Kid Cudi boots MIA from North American tour.
Oh.
MIA, she wasn't that wasn't Paper Plane.
Yeah.
That was me. Yeah. She looks different.
Well, I
She
mean,
look
nobody gets any younger, Mo.
I'm not saying she looks bad. She looked like a woman.
Oh.
And I guess she was just that. I guess that had to be like 15 years ago.
Long time ago.
Okay, well, Kid Cudi has thrown MIA off one of the opening slots on his ongoing North American tour. After the last couple of shows, I've been flooded. Do you know why he did it? Are you familiar with the story?
No.
Okay. I've been flooded with messages from fans that were upset by her rant. you wrote in an Instagram story. This to me is very disappointing, and I won't have someone on my tour making offensive remarks that upset my fan base. Apparently, MIA made several incendiary comments during their set on Saturday in Dallas, including calling herself a Republican and remarking, "Can't do it illegal, though some of you could be in the audience."
Oh.
Why?
Ooh.
Why?
Would you like? So she would get a little press, probably.
Yeah, well.
I mean, other than that, the news is MIA plays concert. Nothing happens.
Upon being met with boos from the crowd, she added, "All right, I am illegal. Half of my team are not here because they didn't get the visa, okay? I want you to know that. All right, so don't listen to what the bots say on the internet. Once you're this, you're always, we should be above politics." We should. So you probably should have kept your mouth shut.
Agreed.
And, yeah, I'm mad at Kid Cudi. I could be sitting next to Kid Cudi and wouldn't know it, but I'm not mad.
Oh, now those who are going to go see him in Tampa, they can't they can't see MIA because she won't be opening up.
No, she will not. Not at all. I found the story that was accidentally deleted. McDonald's is quietly ditching a popular in-store feature nationwide.
The Big Mac?
How you going to quietly ditch the Big Mac?
No.
The shift, years in the making, is part of a broader effort by McDonald's to modernize its restaurants as a part of a broader effort to save money, reduce labor and maintenance demands, and adapt to changing customer habits that increasingly favor takeout. The company plans to complete the transition of the ending of self-serve soda fountains nationwide.
Oh, no.
The self-serve is on its way out. In many locations, drinks are already being prepared behind the counter rather than poured by customers, marking a clear departure from a long-standing self-service model that has been a staple of fast food dining rooms for decades.
Wow.
Yeah, it says the move also gives McDonald's greater control over beverage portions. And let's be honest, that's exactly why they're doing it right there. Cleanliness and inventory while cutting maintenance costs for the self-serving machine.
Yeah, I mean, those things do cost a lot of money because you got to unscrew those things every night and soak them in soda water. And
wow, that's costly right there. Come on, man. I can't go up there when I have Bowie who has to go inside because they have this at the McDonald's on Northdale Baby because they have a little play area.
Oh,
the
cheesiest.
It's like got three stupid things.
The kids love the play place. It doesn't ever matter if it's a ball pit or not.
Yeah, well, I like to go up there and refill her soda cup because I'm drinking most of it anyway while she's.
Well, that's why they're doing it, for people like you.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
You people.
Well, yes, exactly. There you go. Fort Myers mother arrested for kicking a youth football player during a game. I tried to save the audio from it. It is hilarious. There's clearly something wrong with people, Drew. A mother was arrested in Fort Myers on Saturday after authorities said she interfered with a youth football game and kicked a child who was playing. Deputies at a Pop Warner Little Scholars football game at Brooks Community Park were made aware of the altercation on the football field. LCSO said a video shows two teams involved in the physical altercation after a play. A mother then stormed the field and began kicking a player. Body camera video shows deputies talking to and arresting Renee Ratchet Lambert, who claimed the child hit her with a helmet. She said Lambert said the child hit her first, so she fought back. Are you mad at them for hitting me? I'm mad at an adult for attacking the kid, the deputy responded. She was arrested for cruelty toward a child.
Good.
Doesn't
matter what a kid does. You're an adult, and that is a child.
They're a kid, and I doubt that if you weren't in the mix, the kid probably would not have hit you.
Correct.
So there you go, right there. A trainee driver crashes a bus.
Trainee
driver crashes a bus into a river. Three other people were on board with the bus driver.
Oh, no. Did anybody die?
No, nobody died. I wouldn't be laughing if people died.
That's
only 4 were on board, but he's at the bottom of the river. I don't think he's going to get the job, but, that might just be me.
Imagine you're a trainee and you got to come back to the friggin' bus depot after putting one in the friggin' water.
It's not good. Also not good, and I'm not going to get into the entirety of the story. It's more a cautionary tale. I have a legend who is now about to turn 17, who is now driving. talk to your children because I will be telling him this story.
All right.
In St. Petersburg, a teen driver died after losing control of his car on a wet road. How did he lose control of his car?
How did he lose control of his car, Mo?
He lost control of his Dodge Charger going southbound on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Street North, heading towards 7th Avenue North, when he tried to pass another car. He lost control on the wet road, and the car began to slide sideways, hitting a tree on the driver's side. He was pronounced dead at the crash site. So to save 60 seconds, you probably took 60 years off of your life.
Jesus, man.
Just tell your children to be patient. The car he was trying to pass was probably driving to meet the conditions of the road because of the rain and the wetness. And I know you want to get to where you want to get, but
slow down.
Slow down. Slow down.
Arrive alive.
At 100%. And if you find that story, if you have a teen driver, I would suggest you find that story and you read it to them and let them understand what's going on. And if you have people that like to shop at Aldi and Walmart, you might want to give them this story. Frozen pizza and pork rinds. File this under who could have saw this coming.
All right.
Frozen pizza and pork rinds sold at Aldi and Walmart were called over salmonella concerns.
No way. If you can't trust frozen pizza
and pork
rinds,
you ought to be able to trust pork rinds. I mean, it's just pork.
Fried
rinds.
pork, yeah.
Yeah.
Cracklins.
So, just be careful when you buy stuff at Aldi and Walmart. Rudy Giuliani hospitalized in critical condition. No other word is given. He is in critical but stable condition at a hospital in New York. He old, 81. He's had a life.
Yeah.
So it's, what are you going to do?
His time has come.
Yeah, it really has. Britney Spears avoids jail time, speaking of somebody whose time has come, after pleading guilty to a lesser charge in a DUI case. She didn't appear in court, agreed to plead what's commonly called wet reckless.
Wet reckless,
That's
which
what they
is like
call it.
DUI, but you're not getting a DUI. Did normal non-celebrities get that option? Like, if some landscaper gets popped for a DUI tonight, can he go, hey, I seen that Brittany got hers knocked down to a wet reckless. I'm wet and I'm reckless. I get a wet reckless up in this mug.
They're making up terms to protect
wet reckless.
Anyway, that the wet reckless allows her to be sentenced to a year of probation, a required DUI class, and state mandated fines. Again, I've never heard of that term in my
reckless.
life. Yeah, this you almost want to give a kudos to this woman who was charged for allegedly posing as a landlord and taking money for tenants not listed on the lease.
Oh man, is my landlord really my landlord?
Yeah, right. By the way, the Pussycat Dolls are canceling their reunion tour.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Because of weak sales. How much would you pay for the mansion from Scarface?
$10.
You can have it for $237 million. If sold for the asking price, the 13,000 square foot mansion would be one of the most expensive properties in the world. I am going to tell you this. The location, the view out over to the bay, the wall of windows. I mean, you saw it in Scarface. It's a badass mansion.
Sure.
Yeah, and it is, I believe, located, I had it's off of Biscayne. It's not actually a part of the Keys, but it's Biscayne. It's on Key Biscayne, an island connected to Miami by a causeway. Despite its name, Key Biscayne is not a part of the Florida Keys, but it's right on the water, and the view is absolutely stunning. And the pier that you have, which is also a heliport, because the previous owner had a heliport design, a helicopter landing pad design. It's beautiful, and if I had the money, I would buy it.
Somebody give Mo the money so we can buy it.
Please. And that's the Mo better.
Thank you, Maurice.
You're welcome.
If you would like to compete for prizes, I have a game all set for May the 4th. That is a clue. May the 4th. If you know Star Wars, especially the original trilogy, and you would like to win tickets to go see Neo and Akon July 14th at the Amp, Train at the Amp on July 10th, or Leonard Skinner and Loverboy July 18th, the number is 800-771-1025. Spank the rank Star Wars characters when we come back. For a limited time, get a free residential home appraisal when you finance your mortgage with Achieva Credit Union. Whether you're buying your first, second home, looking to refinance, now is the perfect time to make your move with some of the most competitive rates available to keep more money in your pocket. You need all the savings you can get, especially when you're buying a new home, and a free appraisal is going to save you money out of pocket. Get with the mortgage advisors at Achieva Credit Union. They're local experts. They will give you personalized guidance you need to find the right loan that fits your budget. If you're not sure if you qualify, come talk to the advisors at Achieva. They'll help you so you can go house hunting with total confidence. Go on into a branch to apply or give Achieva a call at 844-658-3701 or go to achievacu.com, ACHIEVACU.com. Achieva is an equal housing lender and federally insured by the NCUA.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, expect delays from an accident clearing northbound on Belcher at Main Street. A Tampa wreck along southbound I-275 after Hillsborough Avenues had the right lane blocked. A separate crash has had blockage along Hillsborough Avenue at 56th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
Hello?
Hey, sis. Got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
Take a look at the picture I just sent you. I'm walking into Hellsburg and want to get Mom something special for Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's done so much for us this year. Let's see. Diamond pendant. Oh, she'd love this.
Great. I'll get this, which means you're in charge of flowers.
Okay, deal.
This Mother's Day, save up to 50% on timeless gifts for Mom. Shop at a store near you or at Hellsburg.com.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Prime time, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
107.3 The Eagle presents the Florida Rock Symphony Summer Concert Series at Ruth Eckerd Hall. 3 nights, 3 iconic artists featuring a rock orchestra. You don't want to miss the music of Led Zeppelin, Saturday, June 27th, and the music of Journey, Friday, July 17th. Both featuring American Idol finalist Konstantin Maroulis. Plus the music of David Bowie, Friday, August 7th. Buy all 3 starting at $99. Tickets on sale Friday. Visit RuthEckerdHall.com.
Pet owners and parents know the struggle. Every time dogs or kids go outside, they track mud right back in. If you're tired of scrubbing floors, you need Muddy Mat, the anti-mud mat that cleans paws and shoes before they ruin your home. Only Muddy Mat features thousands of ultra-soft microfibers that are 5 times more absorbent than ordinary mats, instantly trapping dirt and water to protect your floors. Put it by every door, under pet bowls, in the kitchen for spills. It even makes a perfect bath mat. And it's 100% machine washable, so cleanup is effortless.
Since getting Muddy Mat, I don't worry about what my dog gets into. His paws are clean the second he steps off.
No more mopping. I love it. Thank you, Muddy Mat.
Right now, get a free medium Muddy Mat with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com. This offer is only available at buymuddymat.com. That's BUYMUDDYMAT.com. Don't wait. Get your free Muddy Mat today at buymuddymat.com.
Waffle House Legend Award winner, Kid Rock, with special guests Big and Rich and Them Dirty Bones. Freedom 250 Tour, The Road to Nashville, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater in Tampa, Saturday, May 30th. Win tickets on the contest page at theboneonline.com.
Sat down and cried.
Being in a crash, don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Maybe a stray shower or storm early tonight. Otherwise, mostly clear and mild. Lows will bottom out in the mid-60s. Coming up on Tuesday, lots of sunshine and a hot day. Most people will see highs up near 90.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
All right, let's give away some concert tickets with a Star Wars related May the 4th be with you game. 800-771-1025. Hello there. It is Drew Garabo Live. Who might you be?
Yeah, I'm Mike.
Hi, Mike. How you doing today, bud?
All right. I'll give it a shot. See what do you guys got?
All right. Why not? You a Star Wars guy?
Younger, yes.
All right, good.
Old.
Yeah, like the original trilogy?
Yeah.
You might be able to rip your way 10 through 1. You can use Mo for a lifeline if you miss one of them. You may, it's real easy. I'm going to play you an audio clip. You tell me what Star Wars character it is. You go 10 to 1, boom, you're good. Stumble for a minute, you can use Mo. If you get one wrong, you're out. Here we go, Mike, you ready?
Go ahead.
I have ranked the 10 Star Wars characters of all time in my personal order. Here's my number 10. Sir?
Chewbacca.
Is correct. Here's number 9.
Lord Vader. What about Leia and the Wookiee?
Is that Lando?
That is Lando Calrissian. Well done.
I don't think the order is well done, but whatever.
Number 8.
9. You crazy.
R2-D2.
Correct. Number 7.
Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. A long time.
The old guy. Give me a second here. Fiddlesticks.
It's not Fiddlesticks. He didn't show up until episode 7.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That is correct. Or Ben Kenobi to his friends. Here is number 6.
You will find that it is you who are mistaken about a great many things.
God damn it. I know that guy.
I know that guy.
Yeah, the one that zapped Luke Skywalker. I can't think of his name. Sorry.
Take it easy. If he doesn't ask for the lifeline, I don't give him no lifeline.
Idiot.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi, this is Tyler.
Hi, Tyler. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing all right. How about y'all?
Good, thank you. Here is the number 6 Star Wars character of all time.
You will find that it is you who are mistaken about a great many things.
What you think?
That's the Emperor.
And his name is Emperor
Palpatine.
Correct, sir. Well done. Here is number 5.
No different. Only different in your mind. You must unlearn what you have learned.
Yoda.
Pretty easy one. Number 4.
I stumbled across a recording while I was cleaning him. He says he belongs to someone called Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought he might have meant old Ben. Do you know what he's talking about?
Luke Skywalker.
Correct, sir. The number 3 Star Wars character of all time for today. May the 4th be with you.
Governor Tuck, I should have expected to find you holding Vader's leash. I recognized your foul stench when I was brought on board.
Princess Leia.
Correct.
She's a little bit of a bitch.
Oh, she's very spicy. Very, very spicy. The number 2 Star Wars character of all time, sir.
Look, your worshipfulness, let's get one thing straight. I take orders from just one person, me.
It's Han Solo.
It is indeed. And the number 1 Star Wars character of all time, should know without me even having to play it for who I have omitted so far.
Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
That's Darth Vader.
The one and only. Hang on one second, big winner. I'll be right with you to get your information. Well done. That was 10-1, the top 10 Star Wars characters of all time.
I like to argue that Lando was definitely cooler than Luke and Leia.
It's not the 10 coolest Star Wars character of all time. Lando is barely in the friggin' movies for like 5 seconds. It was damn DEI that made me friggin' put him on there in the first place. I was short on my my quota, so I had to throw Lando in there. God, he's lucky he made it at all. 800-771-1025. That was, of course, for May the 4th being Star Wars Day. And congratulations and happy holidays to all who celebrate. If you have to watch one of the movies tonight, I personally would make it The Empire Strikes Back, but that's just me. Is Bowie the celebrity death that floored you? So you knew that he had cancer for a while, yeah?
No. I had a Bowie lithograph, one of 50. Then I was going through a divorce, and I ended up selling it like a month before. No, he did the same thing. Norm McDonald. Very, very few people do.
Yeah.
That's why there was such an outpouring when he died, because no one was aware that he was even sick, and yet definitely would be the biggest celebrity impact.
Yeah, I get that. If I were maybe a different type of person or in a different field, I could definitely see going that route, because when you tell people, it changes your life. When you inform people of your cancer diagnosis, it changes your life and the way people view you. And if you don't want that disrupted, there's nothing wrong at all with not telling anybody.
That, and I think it was you when you said you would be in here sometimes, and having fun with the radio and forget you were battling it again. If everybody knows, it's going to be hard to find that space where you can hopefully forget about it for a few hours, if not a day.
Yeah, and that's why Norm McDonald decided not to tell anyone, because he wanted to be able to do comedy gigs and podcasts and everything and not be the guy with cancer. He just wanted to be the comedian. And I will not lie, there is a big element of my life that would like that as well. I would love to continue doing this show without people knowing, without anybody saying anything. But I felt, and I feel, and I will always feel, that would be doing a great disservice to those of you who need a little comfort, for dudes who need a little nudge in the right direction of getting something checked out. I would feel terrible. I already felt a bit selfish keeping it to myself for so long. I would talk to Senning about it. I would talk to Sarah about it and say, look, I feel bad that I haven't said anything yet, but this 3-hour break in the day, man, there are times when I'll go a couple hours before I realize, oh, yeah, that's right, I might be dying. And I would hate if anything were to happen. God forbid, knock on wood, it doesn't, but if anything happened and just all of a sudden I'm not hearing one day and you're like, what the hell happened? So now you know. It's that damn cancer. Or I've been abducted by Jesus Christ. Things like that hit different when you're fighting cancer. It's funny. You said something during the broadcast at the Lightning game last week. You're like, I can't imagine getting upset over stuff once you've had cancer.
Right.
I will tell you, walking around with cancer definitely makes you appreciate things a lot more. Driving home from work, somebody cuts me off, it's like, hey, man.
All right.
Go right ahead. At least you're not, some cancer in my prostate trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Go on your way and have a good one. Everybody hanging on. If you're calling to play the game is over. I have exhausted all my questions. But let's see. Hello there. How can I help you?
This is Brian. Yeah, I wanted to play, but missed it.
Sorry, Brian.
Have a good one. Keep kicking.
Thanks, man. I will keep 800-771-1025 is the number. And thanks to everybody who was in the circle of trust who didn't say anything to anybody. I really appreciate that. There were a couple of people here at work who knew, and it was getting very interesting because I would forget who I told. So I would be in a conversation with someone else talking about it, and I'd look over and I'd see the look of shock and horror on someone else's face. I'm like, ooh, right, they don't know. Just so you know, my son handled it very, very well. He's a very positive kid. He did leave yesterday morning on his cross-country trip with his mom. They stopped in Nashville last night. Xander rode a mechanical bull. I saw the video of it, which is just awesome. And I would imagine right now they're somewhere around Missouri or so.
Yeah.
And we had him over to the house on Saturday along with his mom and with Sarah and her daughter. And it was just real special to be able to kind of gather one last time as he heads out west and makes a new life for himself.
Would you say when you initially found out, and I don't know if it wasn't when you initially found out, but you were talking about how you were talking on the phone. Maybe it was just before we were going on air, because I know you called me into the office before we went on, and we were talking about it, and then you took a call from a doctor, and I was going to leave, and he said, no, stay. And I didn't know what to say or what to do, but I stayed. Would you say it was harder to tell Sarah, your parents, or Xander?
Ooh, that's a great question, Xander. Just because I know Sarah can handle it. I didn't like telling her, but she knows everything that goes on with me. She's at least better equipped to deal with it, I think.
Right.
My mom was a tough one because she cares about her baby boy.
Yeah, of course.
But and Xander, I knew it was going to hit him, but I knew it wouldn't hit him too hard because he's got a great attitude about life. And
right.
Yeah, just telling people sucks.
Yeah.
Like telling people here suck today, but at least I feel like maybe one dude out there is like, damn, I better get a PSA test. But telling people and seeing the sadness and that's why there are friends of mine who found out by my Substack. I put the link up of it to Drew Garabo Live. You have to be a paid subscriber to find out everything. And I forgot that some friends of mine, shout out to Matt, I forgot that he was on my Substack. So when I finally went to text him and I'm like, hey, man, I'm sorry to tell you this. I don't want to bring you down, but I got prostate cancer and it's pretty aggressive. He goes, yeah, I subscribe to your Substack. And I'm like, damn it to hell. So sorry, buddy. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew, what's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
Oh, not much. Just called in about the prostate cancer deal.
Yeah.
I got diagnosed at 43. I just turned 48 last month. I did opt to have my prostate taken out, man. So I don't know which route you're thinking about going. I just caught the tail end of it. So.
Yeah, doing radiation. But tell me about like when you were in your 40s, how you knew. Because there's a lot of dudes out there in their 40s who might need to hear what you got to say. Like, how'd you find out?
Luckily, it was just I had gotten a new job, and they offered, blood testing and stuff just as an annual thing, and they found out my PSA numbers.
What was your number?
At the time, it was I want to say it was right around 7.
Oh man, you guys and your low ass numbers, man. You should be embarrassing yourself, bro. I put up a 44.
But,
Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean it was there to where they said we got to look at it. They went and did the biopsies, and they all came back positive. So. I already have my kids. I already had a vasectomy, so it wasn't about kids no more. So I'm just like, get it out of there. I didn't even want to deal with the radiation or possibly coming back. So
nice.
I have to just go that route.
Yeah, I respect it. Yeah, dude. I'm glad you're healthy, man.
Yeah, for sure. But Vipul Patel, Dr. Vipul Patel over in Celebration. If you ever, like I said, he's one of the top ones in the world. So
right. I'm good with Piriani. Shout out to my man, but thank you very much. Appreciate that.
And you probably know because maybe it was offered to you. the benefit of just having your entire prostate removed is there's no treat. You just take the thing that's cancer-ridden, you're just pulling it out.
Yeah, that's extreme.
Extreme because
you don't have a prostate anymore.
Well, but people are apparently living going on.
Sure.
So what do you? So you remove your prostate entirely. Yeah. You have to. It's not like a colostomy bag.
No. But you, I believe you experience what's called anejaculation, which means when you do that, nothing comes out. And it can commonly lead to temporary or permanent urinary incontinence and erectile dysfunction.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'd rather try to fight for my boners.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. That makes sense.
I mean, it's a great if you have to choose between boners and living, I recommend living. But if you can live and get radiation and hopefully one day get boners again, we're good.
Yeah.
That's a tough situation.
It is.
Ben Stiller had his taken out.
The whole thing removed.
He had a prostatectomy. I heard him talking about it on Stern a couple of years ago, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know you could live without a prostate. Turns out you can. That damn thing wants to kill us, guys. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, Drew.
Hi.
This is Jim. I was originally calling for the Spank the Rank.
Yes, sir.
I was thinking, could you maybe, pull out sound bits of secondary characters? I don't even need a lifeline.
I'm good. I'd rather not.
Who the hell knows it? What secondary characters?
Oh, yeah, here's JoJo Stinks.
Yeah,
right.
I couldn't even tell you anybody from those. Who was the girl? I couldn't even tell you. And the black janitor. That's what he was, Drew.
I'm just cleaning up, Mr. Vader. You gonna be here late, Mr. Vader? All right, man. Take your trash can.
So unmemorable.
Yeah, Ray, I think was the girl's name.
Ray.
Yeah, there was some. Again, after the first three, everything else is just. Although the Han Solo cameo that he did, like Harrison Ford cameo they did in one of the movies, was pretty cool, pretty emotional.
Yeah, until they killed him for no reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his son killed him. Why the sequels wouldn't involve, you had all three of the main ones together, why you wouldn't involve them, focus the story around them, have them do a handoff midway through the second film, and then in the third, you dispatch them, and now it becomes the setup for another trilogy. That's the, first and foremost, we certainly didn't need to see Darth Vader as a child. Who gave a F?
I like Darth Vader.
As a child?
No, Anakin was stupid. Hello, who are you?
Name's Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. What's up?
Just wanted to call and say, did anybody take note of the joke Norm used to make where he's like, I didn't even know he was sick, which resonates so much differently now that we know what happened to him. It was his way of letting us know what was going on without actually saying it.
Was it? I've never heard him make that joke.
Yeah, I know. You need a lot more context.
I'm not so sure about that, but thank you. Hello there. Who are you?
Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
How you doing?
Good. What's up, dude?
Hey, a lot of times I disagree with a lot of things you say, but listen, I had stage 4 cancer, and I went to Moffitt, and they told me I was going to die, and I empathize with you, man. I got lucky. And I had a 1-2% chance of living.
Damn.
And long story short, I went to Sloan Kettering. Thank God for Barack Obama. Not trying to be political, but they didn't have immunotherapy back then. That was covered by my insurance. And I'm alive today to this day. So, I wish the best for you, man.
Right on, brother. Thank you. Keep on living, will you? 800. I don't want to get all political. But thank you, Barack Obama. Appreciate that. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, this is PBE. What's up, guys?
Eric, what's going on, dude?
Hey, just calling to, tell you, best of luck with this terrible diagnosis.
Thanks.
I'm not a religious or praying man, but you'd be in my thoughts, brother. You're
Thanks.
a good dude, and
Thanks,
I hate seeing anything bad happen to you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that a lot. Yeah, the people who know and then offer their prayers are pretty solid people. That's a very beautiful thing for anyone to. And those of you who are atheist or agnostic, if someone says they want to pray for you, don't get bent out of shape. I mean, I'm not atheist or agnostic, but don't get bent out of shape. Like, it's someone expressing one of the most beautiful things that anyone can express, which is they want to ask their higher power for grace for you. That is beautiful. And adopt a cat from Dancing Goat, will you? We got a couple of them. So you want to do something for me? 3 things. Number 1, help Chase and his fight against cancer by donating to his GoFundMe. And then, adopt a cat from Charlie's Kitten Rescue, the Dancing Goat. And then number 3, maybe if you want to subscribe to my Substack, you got to be you got to be a paid subscriber to read everything. I don't give it all to the freebies, but it does cost me to write more. Eventually, I'll probably write a book, and I say that knowing I'm never going to have the discipline required to write a book, but I have been writing about my journey with cancer since 2021. So it's like, 5 years of writing about cancer and treatments and procedures and the emotions and the effects and whatnot. So I'm getting pretty good at it. The toughest part, obviously, is a day like today when I know I'm going to have to, unfortunately, affect your life one way or another. And, I don't want to ever bring anybody down, which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to say anything. But if it causes you to go get checked out, by all means, you should do that. If you think you have anything, if you feel a pain, if you feel discomfort, if you're a dude who has prostate cancer in your family, find out from your mom and dad. And if you do, you should go and get a PSA test. And people are like, well, don't I have to get a finger up my butt? No, not if you got a good doctor. They won't be doing that to you. It's real easy. You just get a blood test, ask for a PSA test. They will check your blood for your PSA test. They will give you a number. If you are 4 or under, boom, you're good to go. You got a good low PSA, nice healthy prostate, not enlarged, you're great. You get a little older, you got a history of cancer in your family, you got a high number, boom, they can catch it before it's something, and you'll be good to go. We've done a lot here today.
Yeah.
We've eulogized the premature and abrupt end of the Tampa Bay Lightning season. Saw the funniest thing I saw today, which is the Orlando Magic saying they don't need a massive overhaul of their lineup, which is such a lie. Absolutely do need an overhaul. I think this is a new... You're not the guy who won, are you?
No.
Oh, what do you want?
What do I want? I just wanted to talk about Princess Leia. Can you believe Carrie Fisher? She was 17 when she filmed that. 17 years old, that spicy girl. It's hard to believe she was that young.
There's no way that's true.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's no way. Look it up.
Nope, she wasn't.
She was
2 years older.
Okay,
2 years older than that.
Like I said, she was 19.
You didn't say that. You said 17.
I know.
You spread lies on this radio
17.
program. Yeah, well, you thought wrong. All you had to do was Google it, and you'd find out she wasn't 17 at all. She's a legal adult.
Okay, well, still pretty young.
Yeah, but not illegal, not underage.
Well, I wasn't insinuating anything like that. I was just saying
you weren't insinuating anything. You stated it.
Yeah.
You stated that she was underage, and she was not. You were lying on this radio program on May the 4th, mind you.
And then he called
I never used the words underage. I said she was young. That's what I was talking about.
You said 17. That's underage. Why are you mincing words? You were wrong. You were irresponsible. You were wrong and irresponsible. Own up to it. Accountability. You shouldn't be allergic to it. Most ignorant people are. Yes, you were.
I was wrong. Okay.
Say it. Say I was wrong and irresponsible. Say it.
I was wrong.
Say it.
I was wrong.
Say it. Hey, thanks a lot for listening to the show. Thank you, Maurice.
You're welcome, Drew. Thank you.
Let's get back at it tomorrow. We'll have a nice, fun show. All right. Have a great night. You're the last word. Go ahead.
Hey, I was just calling for all you Tampa fans that are in a crappy mood.
Nope. You don't get to dance on our grave.
Oh, yeah.
Not today.
Yeah, they locked and loaded, Drew.
To all you Tampa fans, I want to say we are the birthplace of hockey. That is why you lose to Montreal. You're in Florida. Stick around for the replay of this morning's Mike Calta show. Then, I don't know what the hell happens. You should listen to the live show tomorrow morning at 6. Then Johnny B. Then JP. Then Sending Show, and we'll be back tomorrow at 4 after John's joints at 3. Bye.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. 1025 The Bone presents the Florida Rock Symphony Summer Concert Series at Ruth Eckerd Hall. You want to rock? We've got your rock right here. And we're making it fancy with a symphony. Come see a live rock orchestra playing all the hits of Led Zeppelin. June 27th, Journey. July 17th, both featuring American Idol finalist Konstantin Maroulis, plus David Bowie. August 7th, you can see all 3 shows starting at only $99. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at rutheckerdhall.com. Bust out your best tuxedo t-shirt and get ready to rock. For more details, go to theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
In Pinellas, expect delays from an accident clearing northbound on Belcher at Main Street. A Tampa wreck along southbound I-275 after Hillsborough Avenue's had the right lane blocked. A separate crash has had blockage along Hillsborough Avenue at 56th Street. This is Jim with traffic.
When you're injured in a car accident and the insurance company denies your medical bills, denies to pay your lost wages, and won't repair your car, it's time to fight back. Time to call Farah and Farah at 800-500-5555. Tampa.
Push returns to headline this spring with a killer lineup based on music from the critically acclaimed new album, I Beat Loneliness. The Land of Milk and Honey Tour with special guests Mammoth and James and the Cold Gun. In a show bound to rock as hard as it sounds. May 13th, the Big Hair Sound. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Bush Live.
This is Attorney Dominic Ferriello. You know me from the radio station 1025 The Bone. I've been giving legal advice for over 15 years and have my very own legal show, Ask the Dom. If you've been arrested and charged with a crime, perhaps you got a DUI or a drug charge, why don't you contact an attorney that you've listened to, you've heard, and you've known for many years? Give my office a call at 813-251-5550 or online at askthedom.com. Offices right here in Tampa Bay.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Don't get stuck without AC when temperatures climb. Save up to $2,026 on a new system with Hawkins Service Company, backed by their no lemon guarantee. Get your free estimate at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
This Saturday from 11 to 1, join Galvin from The Mike Calta Show live at the grand opening of Aquasonic Car Wash on 56th Street in Temple Terrace. Swing by for your shot at Tampa Bay Rays tickets and a year-long membership to Aquasonic. Clean cars, free prizes, and your favorite Bone personality. This Saturday with 1025 The Bone.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Please listen carefully.
This program was recorded at an earlier date and time. The content contained here may be out of date and context. Listener discretion is advised. 102.5 The Bone.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home. 'Cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
All right, here we go. It's the Mike Calta Show.
Now, you ready for this?
This is happening! Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hey, wake up, stupid!
You know what I'm saying? I think you do. 612. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All systems are go.
Make some noise!
3, 2, 1.
It's the Mike Calta Show.
It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, May 4th. No. May the 4th be with you. 2026, and we are coming to you live. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good. We had a strange turn.